Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here for midday live with the brothers in the building. We're here talking about all the action over the Premier League and the Carabao Cup final, man. We're here. And as usual, if you won over the weekend, please raise your hands. Oh,
shameless.
It's me. Obviously, League Gunner is on his way. You know what I mean? League Gunner will be here, so he will raise his hands in a second. But yeah, right, okay. Say no more. You know what I mean? But yo, how are you, brothers, man? You know what I mean? Don, LB, George.
I chat. Raise your hand if your team's in the bottom half of the table.
Raise your hands if you're out.
You want to play them games now?
I got a better one. Raise your hand if you're going to win a trophy this season.
Nah, I back it, man. I back it.
Yeah, you know what? I back it as well.
Yo, come on, I back it. Yo, I won the Community Shield now.
You're off the league. We're on our way. We're on our way. But no, listen. Much likes people. Like I said, League Gunner will be here. He just has to do some phone calls and that. You know, the ones there. Big up to League Gunner each and every time. But it's only right, man. It's only right we start with the big, well, I wouldn't say shock, man, because Newcastle deserved it, man. And they outrightly won that game. They were very, very much deserving of that. And we have gone from the quadruple to the treble to the double to now the Premier League trophy. A non-competitive Premier League trophy, man. You know the ones there. Like, I'm going to be shameless. I don't care. You know what I mean? This ain't no title race. This ain't no title race.
You'll take a Premier League every season. So that's what we're not going to do. That's what we're not going to do.
This is the worst Premier League season.
Roms, let's have it right, though, Roms. You love context. You always like, because we know when we talk about the game, you're going to go, Slot should have done this and Slot should have done that. So you're going to give us the context as to what should have happened. And the context is 2 of your last Premier League trophies, and 2 of them have been the 2 worst Premier League trophies. Like competition-wise, where the Premier League's at, where the top 6 were at, and the big clubs were at in those seasons, they're the least competitive. Let's have it right. And you guys this year, as much as I'm not going to say, when we will get on to Premier League talk, that'll be in a few weeks. But today, we got to focus on something. You lost. I hadn't won a trophy in 70 years. You fast yourself up in Wembley Stadium. You witnessed it live. Don't lie, you shed a couple tears last night.
No, I didn't. I've been to the last 2, bro. I've been to the last 2. Don't worry, even trying to link me after the last one. So we're not going to do this. And the audacity for you.
That's the whole day. That's the whole day.
Listen, George, the audacity for you to say, shed a couple of tears. You lost to a team that haven't won a trophy in ages. You should be vexed as well. That's shame on your club as well.
Why should I be vexed? I'm happy for Newcastle. I'm glad Newcastle done it. Yeah, they're a team that's a big team that deserve a trophy. They battered you. Let's have it right. And yet again, your biggest name, your biggest star, didn't show up. He went all disappearing. Maybe uploading those Christmas pictures, doing Christmas tree photos all those years, it's starting to get kicked back on him because now he's fasting and them things. Yeah,
bro, talk.
And yeah, as a man would say, he's confused. He's confused, and it's hitting him back.
Listen, let me get onto the game. And first of all, I'm going to give them their credit. They battered us. I agree with you, George. They wanted it from the off. I think we came into the final complacent, like we had already won it. They deserved it. Battered us from pillar to post, every department, first to every ball. They deserved it. Big up Newcastle on their first trophy. Yeah, there's no shade or whatnot from me, but on us, it was just big complacency, bro. We were poor. For me, we were poor in every department. You lot know Jota's my guy, but he's been poor this season. And the irony is, us fans said if Jota stays fit, we got a better chance of winning the league. The irony is we're winning the league and he's been poor. And he's not even been injured like that this season. Maybe a month at max, but Jota's not been injured this season how he normally has, right? Diaz, you don't know my thoughts on Diaz. Purple patch player. I wanted him gone in the summer. Yeah, I was getting people to tell me to apologize to him. And look, I said, look, when I see 6 months, then I'll give apologies. But Mohamed Salah and George, you know you're preaching to a guy that I don't rate him as high as my fan base for games like yesterday. In the league, yes, saves us countless times. I've got no qualms with him in the league. But the facts are there, and the truth hurts, and the proof is in the pudding. Cup finals, he rarely turns up. And people want to say, Rom's ain't a Liverpool fan, Rom's a hater. Well, the facts are there. Like, you lot love to say numbers don't lie. In cup finals, he does not show up. The penalty against Spurs 2019, cool. He opened the score and we won the game, cool.
Yeah.
The irony is, the one final he actually played well in, we lost to Madrid when Vinicius scored. He actually had a good performance that final. Other than that, both Carabao Cup finals I've been at. I know you didn't play it last one, but the FA Cup and the Carabao in 2022 didn't show up. Club World Cup final, it was Mane and Firmino that come up clutch. Super Cup final, Mane and Firmino again. When I say this to my fan base, they just think I'm hating. I don't hate him. Have I said a bad word about Salah all season? I haven't. I give him his credit when credit's due. And this is how you know you don't have an agenda. If you have an agenda against someone, you don't even praise them. You just
you can't be balanced. You can't be balanced. Yeah,
exactly. I'm being very objective here. In finals, he doesn't rise, and a lot of fans say, "Well, look what he's done in the league." I'm not speaking about the league now. I'm speaking about cup finals, and he doesn't rise when he has to. And some fans say he should have a day off. Our other attackers weren't playing as well. Hold on, if we hold him to this world class regard, and we hold him to this high standard, and a lot of our fans were saying Ballon d'Or. That's why I never said Ballon d'Or shouts, because I know performances like this would come. The Rafinhas, the Yamals, the Mbappes, the Rodris, they're players that come up clutch in finals. They deserve the Ballon d'Or. For me, Salah's not Ballon d'Or worthy. He's done it very well in the league, but when it matters in finals, and you know the irony, you need GA in finals, which he fails to put up. He can put it up in the league week in, week out. But when we really need the GA, he wasn't there. For me, the only 4 players that can leave the pitch with their head held high. I know you lot might laugh. You've seen the videos doing around where Tonali bounces off Van Dijk, but Van Dijk's box defending, if it wasn't for him yesterday, I know, George, you're screwing up your face, but I watched it. If it weren't for Van Dijk yesterday, we would have lost that game 3-4-0.
Did you see what Isak done to my man? He said,
Bro.
who's my man? Who's my man? Nah! There's no way.
I don't care.
When Van Dijk leaves at the end of the season, he sent him out of the Premier League.
I'm not feeding into this narrative. Yeah, man, I'm gonna act like he had a disastrous game. He didn't have his best game, but I still think
he was on the floor, bro. He was on the floor at one point.
The Tonali, I know the Tonali clip, but if it wasn't for him, that game's not 2-1. That game's probably 3 or 4-1. Van Dijk's box defender was still class, but the other 3 I'm gonna give big praise to is Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, and Chiesa, because I've been saying for months, play this Chiesa guy. He's got experience of winning stuff. He loves Wembley. You saw what he done to
He's arguably your best player, bro. I can't lie.
Exactly. He came on and he changed.
This
he came on and he changed the game. Changed the game.
This is elite. This is elite, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This is elite, man. That is elite. I can't lie to you.
I'm glad he did it to him as well, because he had me running out of Wembley last season, last minute, bro. You know what I mean? Last minute was fucking.
And
him.
you know what it is? You know what it is as well? It's even down to the fans. Yeah, you lot saw on TV. They outsang. I've been at 3 League Cup finals. The last 2 against Chelsea. Don will tell you how the atmosphere was. That wasn't Anfield South. That was St James South. They turned that into St James Park. They outsang us. The game was kind of already lost within the first 5 minutes. They were first to every ball. We were poor. We were shocking. But even the midfield 3, right?
The thing is, Roms, they've been saving that performance for about a month, mate.
Yeah, that's
bro. I watched Newcastle a lot in this last month, yeah, and they've been like, you can see they were playing with the handbrake on, and you knew that they were saving them. But not being funny, yeah, we beat them fucking 4-0. So that tells you something, you know what I'm saying? And yesterday, they just wanted it more than you. Bruno Guimaraes, oh my days, yeah, what a player he is, yeah. He never stops running. He's fucking gets stuck in. He's got quality on the ball. Unbelievable. Their midfield was well better than yours, yeah. You got Isak up top. Like, you got man like Dan Burn out here playing out of his skin. Unbelievable. Pope having a good game. They wanted it more than you. They needed it more than you. And at the end of the day, they kind of battered you, bro, low key. Yeah, they kind of did.
They did. LB, stop being nice.
They did score 3 in that first half.
Until Chiesa come on, yeah, you guys offered pretty much nothing. You know, I'm looking at Gravenberch. I said this last week. Liverpool fans didn't like it. I think he's done a fantastic job for you this year. I don't think he's a long-term 6 for you. If you think he is, fine. I don't think that guy's a long-term 6 for Liverpool. I don't think he's quite good enough. He's quite at the level. Good player, but he's been, for me, found out in the last 2 games. Liverpool fans will obviously say he's burnt out because it's an easy excuse. Salah was awful yesterday. Mahrez clear. We know what side we're at there. You know what I mean? Mahrez obviously miles better.
They well met clear, man. Forget.
Listen, that's been a bad week for Liverpool, isn't it? But big up Newcastle. They deserved it 100%.
Another 2 players, not just Chiesa. I'm going to give Jones and Elliott praise because when they came on, we actually looked like we were a bit more threatening.
I rate Jones. I'm not a massive fan of Elliott, man, but I rate Jones. I think Jones is
Elliott's good, man.
Do you know what? I don't like that the narrative is going to be.
George, 1 minute. Jones came on, and within the first 5 minutes, it looked like he was lose the ball. 3 players swarmed him. He literally turned all 3 of them and literally started an attack for us.
No, he did all right when he come on yesterday, but Jones is the baller, man. I think Jones is class.
Yeah, I think Jones is cold, but even Elliott LB, he played our first through ball of the whole game and we scored from it. The first penetrative pass came from Elliott, and Chiesa, say what you want about him, loves Wembley, has experience of winning things, gets us the consolation goal, would you say? But everyone else, I'm looking at my seniors to get me out of this trouble. Your Van Dijk, your Salahs and whatnot. They didn't rise. They generally didn't rise. Van Dijk did what he did at the other end of the pitch because, again, you lot might just think I'm just being biased here. Without him, it would have been 3-4-0. His box defending was still how it should be. But Mohamed Salah, I've been saying this, my fan base hate me for this, but the proof's in the pudding. Like, the finals don't lie. He does not rise when it comes to finals. League is fine, but he was going missing again. And you know what? That's credit to Newcastle as well because they had a game plan. He couldn't get out of Livramento and Trippier's pocket. There's even a time where they swapped. I think Burn was amazing, not even just the goal. I just think he was reading everything. He's playing the offside trap quite well. But listen, we were poor. They thoroughly deserved it. You're not going to get any excuse. Some fans are saying fatigue. I'm not hearing that because even if we had beat PSG, the way we turned up to that final, they probably still would have won. We were complacent. We went there thinking, oh, we're going to win this. We've got more experience than these. We were poor. And from start to finish, and even if you saw our end, we know fans play a big part. The atmosphere was dire from our part. There was fans fighting. There was fans fighting in Block 5 near me and all around our side.
Do you know what it is, Roms? What I don't like to see, is and I'm seeing a lot of the Liverpool fans now come out, and the first thing they're saying is, "Oh, the players are tired, man. We need a bigger squad. We need a deeper squad." When Slot was making these changes, and it's all pulling off, and Harvey Elliott scoring away from home at Parc des Princes, Slot's amazing, man. Look what he's doing. The squad, the players are playing out their skin. Now it's, we need a deeper squad. This is why it's happening. I don't want to hear that narrative because he was a tactic magician just a few weeks ago when it was playing off. So that's what I know. You're not done it,
I thought their squad was world class. I don't know why they're complaining about it. You know what I mean? Right? Anyway, this way it is about Salah though. Like, bear man like to bully Roms or try bully Roms about. They don't like the facts. Right? When we talk about players that like to take the game by the scruff of the neck because their all-round game isn't just based on numbers, they don't like it. Right? It's the purpose of an attacker is to get a goal and an assist. Right? That's part of your job. But away from that, if you're not getting that and you're not offering much else, this is what happens, bro. Yeah, I'm seeing 0.000 XG or some shit like that from this guy. Right? Got locked up by Nuno Mendes because he can't run past him. Hey, big up Specs. big up Specs.
Yeah. Right, you lot, it's been a nice show. See you later.
You're in the middle for a reason. How are you today? 1 hour special.
Hold on, before you come in, Specs, yeah, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, like, listen, I don't care how much GA that guy gets in his career. I will never rate him the way these Liverpool fans want us to rate him. Right? I can respect him for it. But don't say he's better than Henry. Don't say he's better than Hazard and these guys, right? I don't even put this guy in my greatest 11, Premier League greatest 11, bro. It's not in it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I respect the numbers, but, bro, I look at football differently. I look at performances and I look at the numbers, bro. Right? Yeah. Numbers ain't enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what, Don? They argue with me with facts. The league, cool, he's amazing, but the proof's in the print. You look at his final record, he does nothing, and they're trying to argue with you saying you hate him. No, it's not hate, because I praise him when praise is due. If you hate someone, you don't acknowledge them. You don't praise them when credit's due. I've praised him. Listen, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have won the league this season. I hold my hands up. Salah has carried us to this league. The numbers speak for itself. But final since he's been at Liverpool, bar one, and the irony, I keep saying that one final he performed in, we still lost. Vinny's goal, because he actually played well in that Champions League final. His performance was actually good. The others, both League Cup finals, Club World Cup, Super Cup, it was Mane and Firmino Wait, someone's mic, I think.
I think it's Lee. Are we eating?
Oh, sorry.
Some cinnamon crunch. What is that? Cinnamon crunch.
Sorry.
What is that?
No. It's just a
He's
little.
enjoying it. He's enjoying it.
That's eating some pretzel.
Giving us some ASMR.
But yeah,
you can criticize Salah without going overboard in it, but you can still say his final record is atrocious, man. His final record, it has to be called out, man. It has to be.
But then I'm the bad guy for speaking facts when it's in front of your face. It's I'm not excusing Diaz and Jota. Jota's my favorite player at the club. He's been poor this season. He's stunk. I'm not excusing him from that. Diaz, you lot already know my thoughts on Diaz. It's shocked that the subs that come on actually made us kind of get back into the game. But we have been poor in the league. Salah's fine, but I'm sorry, your best player, Ballon d'Or deserved winner that my fan base were preaching, should be rising in finals. He just should. And this is why I said I'll never put him in stratospheres of other players, because when it really matters in finals, he doesn't rise. Sorry, the truth hurts. It's as simple as that. Simple as that.
Tell him again,
but you know what? Yeah, just to repeat what Don said. I get League God obviously specs as well, but you know what? Yeah, there you go. Ramadan Mahrez. My thing is, he had the opportunity to freshen up that squad. You know, he could have played Curtis Jones. He could have played what's his name, Elliot. He could have played a couple of others. Nunes started him. Like there was an idea for him to freshen up the squad and make it so that, you know what, because you can see Newcastle have had a week off. You can see that, and they look lively. They look more combative. They look more energetic. Like you could see Liverpool. And I'm not saying it's an excuse, but they looked a bit jaded from the game against PSG. You know, it's just normal. They played a big game against PSG, but that's why you got to utilize your squad, and they didn't do that.
You know what, Saeed? I'm not hearing that. Yeah, I'm not hearing that because George and Don will tell you they had the best example of a manager in Conte that only uses about 14 players. He uses starting 11 and maybe a few. Slots kind of brought in that concept where I only like my 11 and a few others. He should have probably used a few more players in the lead up to this final. But and that shows me he probably doesn't trust our fringe players. He doesn't really rate the Elliots. He probably doesn't rate the Chiesas. He doesn't rate the Nunes, because if he had used them more sparingly, let's say the last month or so, maybe we wouldn't be in this problem. But I don't use excuses when my team loses. I'm not using fatigue. They just wanted it more, and it was complacency. For me, that's it, because even if we knocked out a PSG, I still think just on the day, Newcastle wanted it more. And when you want it more, you win the final. They were first to everything from pretty much the first minute to like the 80th, and we got going too late. If Chiesa had scored maybe 5-10 minutes early, you never know. It's a final.
Bro, Rob, did you not sell out, bro? Because on my way to the Emirates, all I could see was Newcastle fans, bro.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I'm not even trying to mock it. I swear to God,
they were back still. They were back still.
Was Newcastle?
There weren't a spare seat inside. What happened was, a lot of us were wearing black like it was a funeral. It ended up being a funeral. With Newcastle, they had every single fan in spectacle vouchers. Every single fan had a black and white. I can't lie, it looked amazing. With us, we're all wearing black. So if you look at our side, normally it's red in the summer. All the finals I've been to and you've seen, Don, it's like a sea of red. A lot of people wearing their coats. It might have been a bit chilly. We just weren't up for it. We were hardly singing. Fans fighting in level 5 everywhere. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. Suspects my league. What do you? I know you're doing the emergency stream in that, but obviously you must have had your eye on that game. Yeah, man. Liverpool. You know what I mean? From the quadruple to the Premier League. What are we saying?
Yeah, man. What phase is Eddie Howe in?
Bro,
I knew that was the first thing he was going to say. I was waiting for
it. He got the job 2 years after Super Duper Mick. He's been to one final more than Super Duper Mick. And he's won the same amount of trophies as Super Duper Mick. So I think it's time to stop this Super Duper Mick crap. He's shit. And Eddie Howe, I'd take over Arteta in a heartbeat. Yeah, better football, better talent ID. Yeah, won a trophy. His old man used to play for my club. Why not? Yeah, who's a realistic option? Well, Eddie Howe. Yeah, from the get-go, they were unreal, man. I can't lie. Yeah, they were on it, man. It was almost like watching Liverpool in a final, but the other way around.
Other way around, yeah.
It's like normally Liverpool 100 mile an hour from the get-go in a final. Yeah, they were awful, Liverpool, man. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I thought they'd have a little bit of a hangover from the midweek game. Yeah, I thought they'd be like physically, mentally drained. Obviously, that took a lot out of them. But I don't know. Just weren't on it.
Complacency.
And the header Mate, that's one of the best headers you're going to see in a minute.
Bro.
I can't lie.
Oh,
The power he got in
bullet.
that is unbelievable, mate.
And do you know what,
Yeah.
Specs? Don't you think it's fitting that it was from a Geordie as well? Some things are just meant to happen. The fact
You can't
from a
make,
Geordie.
brother, you can't make. I'll keep it real, bro. This final for me was non-existent. I just said, you know what? I was proud to be at the final. Bro, look, man, need to understand this, bro. You get me? Man's a Newcastle United supporter, bro, from 1996 September, bro. I'm from North London, Tottenham, bro. No Newcastle friends before the social media team. I've not seen my team win a trophy ever, bro. This is a new feeling for me. So going into the game, I had no hope. I'll keep it real. Like, you just got to keep it real, innit? Like, no point being deluded. I genuinely thought it's not going to happen. When I saw Nick Pope in goal, I couldn't believe my eyes. And then on the watch along, I'm thinking, right, it's actually happening, bro. When Dan Burns scored, I started believing. Because like Lee said and a couple of others said, Liverpool look awful, bro. I think we physically bullied them as well. I thought the battle was going to be in midfield. You understand? That was going to be in midfield. On its day, and some might call me deluded, but I've heard a debate. On its actual day, not the whole team, but I'd rather take our midfield than Liverpool's midfield three.
No, you got the best. You got the best three midfielders in the league as a group.
On its day, trust me, on its day.
That's the best three combined in the league for me. They're unreal.
Straight, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I said, if Newcastle can be on it, because all I wanted from my team, bro, is to show heart, and I think it was heart that got us through. You get me? And like even Eddie Howe said it, because I started clocking it a little bit when we played at Anfield. We set up a bit different, and I'm thinking, what's this? Isak was on the bench. Was he really injured? You get me?
Yeah.
Because Eddie Howe said he didn't want to show his hand. At the end, now he can speak, innit? Because he won the cup. He's like, he didn't want to show his hand to Slot. You get me? He won the mind games, bro. He won that. You get me? Because you saw Slot trying to throw the kitchen sink, start bringing on all these players. It just couldn't work, bro. It just wasn't happening. And people might use the excuse of being leggy a little bit, but I'm not having that, bro.
I'm not either.
Moment from me, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? People might diss the cup. Oh, it's the Carabao Cup. No, to me, this is my World Cup, bro. I had tears in my eyes, bro. Big man like me from Tottenham, bro. You understand? I had tears in my eyes because I'm not used to this. I love my club, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's weird to think. I swear Eddie Howe and Mikel Arteta has won the same amount of trophies now. Am I correct? Or
yeah.
No, it's not a dig. I'm just saying it's weird how life is weird, bro. You get me? Like, could Howe do a similar job to Arteta or even better at Arsenal with certain resources?
You don't get Conference League now, innit?
Technically, Eddie Howe's won more trophies, just not major, innit? That's right. He's won. He's done the come up.
Specs, can I say something as well? Yeah, I said it on LB show many times. Yeah, I said your form before the final will dip because you're saving your place for this final. Do you know what will happen now? You lot will get top 5. You'll get top 5. The momentum now and the trajectory is going to go like that. You're now going to get top 5. I think you're going to start battering teams pillar to post now. Yeah, don't forget the Super Cups.
Don't forget the Super Cups. The Super Cups.
You're going to get top 5 now. You definitely,
hopefully, because Chelsea lost. You get what I'm saying? Bournemouth lost, Man City drew, no respect to LB, you get me, but we're all in a battle for this top 4, me, Don, LB, you get me. But I was just saying to myself, like, now we've obviously it's a conference league, innit? But at least it's a bit of a weight off our shoulders to say we've got some form of Europe in the bag now. Do you get what I'm saying? So maybe we can
that's what I think
be free now.
Yeah, that's actually why I think your team might drop off, bro, because they might be looking at it thinking, yo, we've got a trophy.
Have you seen their run, Don?
I don't think so, Don.
Have you seen their run? Have you seen their run?
You know what? It could be less pressure for us in a sense of like, just enjoy it, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, we already got in the bag. We won
it could go either way. It could go either way, to be fair.
It could go either way, bro. But
I think they'll get better. I think they'll get better. I think they'll get a bit of arrogance and a bit of swagger about them now, and just go and fucking start smacking clubs up. I really do.
Yeah. Once you get that one trophy out of the way, you know what I mean? Like,
we can all recent years, me, Saeed, Don, and LB can tell you, once you win the League Cup, you then go up to another level. Whether you then win the league, whether you just have better form, it galvanizes the team. Remember, you lot under 10 Hag side when you won the Carabao. You then went on a mad run. When you last won it, Don, with I believe it was Conte. You then won the league. LB just won it 4 years in a row anyway and won the league with it. And then when we won it a couple years ago, we won the FA Cup after that. Even last season was the opposite last season. We then went on bad form. But you get the gist. That you win the League Cup, it gives you that boost, morale's high. This is why I think Arteta. This is why I think Howe will get top 5 now, 100%. And I saw your running. Your fixtures are very favourable. You got these lot, I think.
Wait, didn't you win the League Cup and fall off last year, Roms?
Yeah, I just said you don't listen. I literally said last year was the opposite.
Imagine George talking about trophies.
Exactly.
Have some shame. Come on, George.
Imagine a football fan and analysing a game. Imagine that. Imagine that.
I'm joking.
Mugging Liverpool off for falling off.
Do you remember what happened?
No, I'm just again analysing.
Wait, hold on, George. Do you remember what happened in your season?
Lee, you ain't won a League Cup in 31 years, so I've
guess
won
what?
one more
I've
recent
seen
than you.
both of the League Cups
We're
my
talking
team
about
have
League Cups. I could talk about one. I can.
George,
my team win them.
Hold on, Lee. Yeah, George, do you remember what happened? You remember what happened in your season, George? The last time you won the League Cup, what happened in your season?
We were rubbish that whole season, though. We just had a good cup run.
Don, do you remember who they beat?
In fact, one of their League Cups, one of George's League Cups here, was won by an ex-Arsenal manager. That's how good George Graham was.
Yeah.
That's how good he was. One of our own. Some trophies. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, George Graham was at Spurs.
Yeah, he won a League Cup.
Won the Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Proper manager, mate. He was at the game yesterday as well. He looked all right.
Do you know what?
Like, get him on the touchline.
Do you know what Specs like? Even you and Lee, you can combine you and Lee's ages together, and Newcastle still hadn't won something like that. You see the fans in the ground. You see the fans in the ground. Like I was speaking to a lot of them after. They're like, "Look, I'm 59, I'm 65, whatnot. I see my team go to countless finals. This is everything to us." I heard some Newcastle fans say, "I don't care if we don't win anything for the next 10 years. What this means to us, it can't compare. This is like Europe's Premier League, and so it should be."
That's what certain man don't understand, bro. Like, imagine you could be a young Newcastle fan or old. We're all in the same boat. We ain't seen the shit, bro. We ain't seen it. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like the closest we got to
it. Yeah, man. Like big up to you.
Was and then Party was there when we got knocked out in the Europa League in the quarterfinals
as well.
Did their Drogba?
That's 2 years ago.
And you know what? Say, go back to that. Most of our players from that final against Man United 2 years ago.
Yeah,
we're there for this final. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think
a lot of that. Well on that day, I feel like we got.
They were the better team.
No, we didn't turn up. We didn't turn up. 2 years ago, we didn't turn up. I think
you were the better team, bro.
What, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
against United 2 years ago.
Yeah. Honestly, we got 2 goals, and then we shot. Remember, we bought one Isak on, and we just went.
You were the better team that day, bro.
Isak went off early as well. I remember Isak went off early that final. I think he came off at half time.
He went there then, was he?
He was.
Yeah,
I remember
Rashford scored that scam goal, man. Like,
I remember, you know, toothless. From what I remember, Newcastle was scared in that game, bro.
Yeah. Nah, you guys tripping,
this is what I'm saying. No, for me,
they were better than United in that game.
What we were doing, what our usual form for that, how we were playing that season, that's not how we showed up in the final. You get me? It's new to everyone anyway. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more like a day out. Like, oh gosh, we're actually here. Can't believe it. So now
that's what I remember, Tex. That's what I remember. I don't remember you lot really going. It kind of felt like, oh shit, we're here now. We've actually got a win, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like to me.
They own this one though. That's what I'm saying to you.
They bossed it.
That's the best way for me, bro. Because look, man, we had some hard teams, bro. Remember that first game we had to beat Forest on penalties.
Slapped us in the semi-final.
Yeah. That's mad.
That's why I got the because I wanted you to win it because mud Arteta. Yeah, because if Liverpool had won, it would have been Willie inherited a world-class squad. They can't say shit now, can they? But you absolutely bopped them, yeah? Sorry to cut in. You absolutely bopped them, right? Yeah, I wanted to ask you this, though, right? Because I think that LB's team have bust case, and I think that's why it's taken so long to come out, because they're thinking how they dress it up. Yeah, because it was supposed to be announced in January, then February, and we're now near the end of March, and we're still waiting. Do you think, now that you're there or thereabouts for top 4, you got a decent squad, a very decent squad. Do you think that you can just go out and just blitz everyone as soon as that comes out that they bust case? Because they're definitely not getting done for that. I'll be shocked if they get done for that. Because you got enough dough to go and compete right for titles now.
Brother, we can block the whole league, bro. I'm glad you said that, because this, like, how long's been going on for this Man City thing, this business? I'm just like, bro, people think this is going to be done and over. Like, this will take years, bro. And then it might just vanish all of a sudden, bro. Nothing's going to happen to Man City, bro, in my opinion. Nothing, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like Newcastle just lurking in the back, let Man City sort out business, and then if you can go for it, release the shackles a bit, then go for it. If Newcastle could do what they really wanted to do, bro, I think it would be a massive problem for the Premier League, bro.
Yeah. But the only problem is with Newcastle, isn't it about the income and the revenue that you lot are creating that isn't letting you kind of become the established powerhouse that you want to be?
But that's the rules. That's because of the madness rules they've put in. You get me?
Yeah.
Richard Masters and the bloody
clubs trying to compete, man. That's what it is.
That's all it is, bro. Remember, what you just said, Saeed, is because of them man doing that. I believe, I'm not saying you try to complete free fall. Obviously, you got to have some kind of levels in the game. I get that a little bit to a certain extent. But if you're a new owner, at least for the first year or two, let them do what they want to do, bro. Let's try and compete, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But obviously, you know how it is, bro. It's all corruption involved, and it's deeper than football. But we won't get into that. I think it's even deeper than just football. Bro.
Yeah.
If
they get off though, if they get off of their cases, which I think they will, they're Newcastle and everyone else in the league can just go and do what they want. Because it's proof that you can just get off.
If we're being honest, they're just protecting Arsenal, Liverpool, and United. Let's just have it right. They're protecting the big three.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Of course.
That's literally it.
You know what, man? Listen, Isak, man. I know we spoke about that celebration, but like, what a striker, man! He should have.
He needs a statue for that, man. Hey, if Shearer's got a statue, then he should get one, and so should Dan Burn.
Eddie Howe as well.
Yeah, man. Come on, Shearer got one. I know he's a ledge, but he didn't win anything at Newcastle.
And that's what's crazy, bro. Imagine the great Sir Bobby Robson. We had Kevin Keegan and like what? So where's Howe now, then, bruv? Like he's a legend, bro. Just from that, people have come and tried, bro. Get me, Kenny Dalglish, Souness,
some proper players as well, man.
Even on that, I heard someone say or mention in the chat, but Fabrizio still talking about, it's going to be a busy summer. Liverpool made contact with Isak. Is that even going to want to leave right now if they qualify for Champions League?
He needs to stay there. He needs to wait it out for Bayern. Bro, just wait out for Bayern. Wait out for Bayern, wait out for Barca. Why are you going to leave and go Liverpool, who no one's going to know what's happening there until like the players sign a contracts and that? Yeah, why go Arsenal? Why would you go that? If I was Isak, I'd stay at Newcastle and I'd go Bayern or Barca when Lewandowski or Kane. By the way, that goal Lewandowski scored last night, fucking unreal.
Mate, what's his
just go there or go Bayern.
I see what LB's trying to do here, bro. It's because you've got Haaland. Yeah, you don't want any of
No, it's not about that. It's not about I'm being deadly serious, bro. I'm giving Isak the best advice. I'd stay at Newcastle.
Hold on. You know whoever gets Isak is a threat. Because me, I don't even like Arsenal, right? And for me, they've got a creativity problem. But they still create some chances. And Isak is burying most of these chances. You know what I mean? They're going to be a bigger threat.
No, Don. Sorry, hold on a second. Yeah? The way we play football, we'll do nothing at Arsenal. He'll just be standing in the penalty box waiting for a header. We don't when he scores most of his goals, not all of them, most of his goals is on a transition from back to front. When do we ever play like that?
Bro, Lee, this is what I'm saying. I don't think
football on the edge of the box.
I don't think Arsenal would be the best move for Isak personally. I don't think it would be, right?
It's
because of how you play and the lack of creativity in your team. Like I've said to you before, I don't think it's just your wingers. I think your midfield lacks creativity as well, right? But the point that I'm making is, regardless of that, you still create chances, bro. When you lost to Newcastle, the difference in that game was literally Isak, bro. Right? When you lost to United, hold on, Roms. When you lost to United in that game, it was Havertz missing some stupid chances. Isak's not missing them. So the point that I'm making is Isak would improve Arsenal regardless, right?
Oh, yeah, it'd improve us. But my point is, he ain't going to go and score 25, 30 goals at Arsenal. Not the way we play.
I don't know about 25.
And also, Don, you need to take into consideration that what's the more attractive project. Yes, Arsenal have been better over the last couple of years, but let's have it right. Newcastle had a bad season last year because of a lot of injuries, still managed to do good. Eddie Howe got them into top four already. If he's now got them to a trophy, he's taken that steps forward in the project. I feel like we all know Newcastle have the financial budget to potentially blow out some of the top teams. So once they get more of the backing, they're building a good team. Why leave when you've got such a good team building, some good midfielders, good young players coming through? Like Newcastle's not a bad place to stay at this moment in time. Like, give me another 2 to 3 years. He's not ruining himself.
Hold on. Listen, you're saying other clubs should maybe look at Isak and that. He won't go to you lot, but instead of signing Kindergarten from Sporting, maybe you lot need to be going for this profile as well.
Bro, the way we play when we're actually at our best. Because Roms, you know how we were playing start of the season. You're like, Chelsea, the way they play football back to front. Because listen, I don't want to give your business out, but you watch a lot of games. A lot of games in person, so you see how we're building, right? I can see Isak working with how we play when we're at our best, right? But the problem that you've got right now, with what George is saying, wait 2-3 years, bro. What if he gets injured during that period, bro? Like, and another big move. What you're telling him to just wait 2-3 years?
What if?
What if, bro?
Hold on,
if you had actually got a better manager, you wouldn't be sitting there worrying about top 4.
If he leaves next season, hold on, let me finish what I'm saying, bro. Let me finish what I'm saying. if he leaves next season to go to an Arsenal, for example, an Arsenal or Chelsea, if they make the right signings around him, he's the next piece, right? To get them over the line to win the league. Newcastle ain't gonna be trying to win the league.
No. That's
This
probably
is
how
not new.
much you paying for him though, bro? How much you paying for him? Because
why would you do that? Yeah, if you're going to leave Newcastle, right? Yeah, you want guaranteed trophies, yeah. So why wouldn't you just wait for Bayern? Because Kane's going to be leaving in the next 2 years, or wait for Lewandowski.
But LB, so you're telling me that if Arsenal or Chelsea don't make the right signings, they wouldn't be a step closer to winning trophies?
Bro, people told me, yeah, when Declan Rice signed, that's the final piece of the puzzle. Now they're talking about a rebuild.
I never said Declan Rice. I never said Declan Rice.
But there's always something else. There's always something else with these clubs. It's, we've got this guy now, and now we just need to get this one guy, and then we're ready to go again. And then a season goes, and it's like, we need to actually get this and this.
Marino. We can unlock Martinelli.
It's a step in the right direction, bro. If they go and bring Isak. They go bring, I don't know, a Semenyo on the left. You get me? You bring in a midfielder that's actually got some creativity.
But Newcastle could look at the exact same thing and sell that project to themselves. If we just bring in two more players, then they could be a team.
We've already said that. But we've already said that they can't spend like that. We've already said that they can't spend like that.
But they can still make them smart.
But how much you willing to pay for him, bro? Because, brother,
it's a lot of money. I know, bro. You're right.
Especially after this final, the price has gone up.
Isak, bro. Newcastle. This is where it starts, bro. For me, hopefully, do you get what I'm saying? Money talks anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it all depends on Isak. Is Isak a kind of character to be like, yo, Howe, I want to move? You get me? Or put in a transfer request. I don't know if he's that kind of character. I think he's humble. I think he's cool at the moment. I don't think he's in a rush to be going anywhere or anything like that. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? So. Like but also perspective, just to play devil's advocate, he might say, "Yo, listen, man, I got you that trophy. You get me? That trophy I wanted. Like, respectfully, you know what, man? Let me do my thing now. I want to play Champions League football. I helped you. Look, you can say to the Newcastle crowd, "Yo, listen, man, I've done my bit now." And I think Newcastle fans won't look at him. Might get Champions League football. Then what?
Yo.
Then wait 1 year and leave next year and go Bayern or Barca.
Facts.
Not rocket sense.
Facts. Do that.
How old is he now? He's 25. He's still young though, isn't he? He's still young.
It's like Bruno.
And worst case,
Bruno's 28, yeah. So like Bruno will be the one out of Tonali, him, and Isak that might be a bit more pressed. But then you see him after, he's always crying, he's always singing Newcastle fan. He don't look like he wants to leave at any time soon. But he's the one that's under pressure of like, I want to win champs, I want to win Prem because I'm 28. Tonali's 24 and Isak's like 25. These guys have got time on their side, man.
And even that, LB, let's just say he does not qualify for Champions League. They're going to Europa. They're going to the conference. All right, go win that. That's another trophy. And then you cut. You got 2 trophies. You can be the first guy to win Newcastle 2 trophies. There are 2 trophies that they'd expect to win as well. Like, I think Newcastle's got himself in a good position right now to sell a good project to their players and make sure they all sign new contracts.
Yeah,
he's in a good place, man. He's worship. We get me, like we love him, man. Exactly. You get what I'm saying,
if he's smart enough, I reckon he signs a new contract and puts a release clause in there for about 120 mil. 120 mil release clause. He'd be fair and just get a pay rise for the year.
We inquired last season, bro. We inquired about your boy last season, bro. The only thing that scares me about him is his injury record. His injury record.
I can't say it, Donny. Donny, you see that narrative here? It bugged, not you, just in general.
Do you know what?
The injury thing, bro. Like, bro, he's not. Like, what we doing there, like, bro? Like,
do you know what those specs? You know, you're right actually, because I actually went and checked it. Right,
keep hearing it, bro.
His injury record ain't as bad as what I thought it was.
It's not as bad, yeah.
Because it's the narrative in the media, like, it's a lazy, not you, but it's a lazy from the other part. It's a lazy comment that comes out like, oh, great player, but just concerned with his injury. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? He's not Darren Anderton, bro.
He plays a lot of games, bro. Even this season, he's played over 25 games.
A lot of games, bro. Like, he's there, man. He's fit, man. Come on, man. Get me, like, but anyway, no. Let them think he's injury prone anyway, because I don't want him to be off it. He's not, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I think he's the best striker in the world right now, anyway, bro. People might disagree with me. Get me? Me and Dax go at it with the Haaland thing, but we won't get into that. We don't want to get into no.
I think there's 2 other, like LB said, Kane and Lewandowski. They're just that level above, but I hear it. Roms, you're muted, bro.
I was gonna say I think Nunes is the best striker. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, Roms, did you see that video of Salah looking at the team when they was clapping Nunes' missed penalty?
Penalty, and he used that. Yeah, that's one thing about Salah. His mentality, I think, is better than anyone. He just wants to win. He's a bad. That's such a
funny video, man. That's hilarious. That
you know what, LB?
What he clapped him.
You know what, LB? That's karma, because Salah come out and said, 2 months ago, Nunes is my favorite player to play with. Why are you lying? Like, why are you lying?
Well, why are you
That's a
always
lie, man.
lying?
That's the whole
Oh
camera.
my God.
Let me ask you a question though. Like, obviously, the contract situation was looking rosy, maybe when you were in for the treble and the quadruple. But now, obviously, they won the Premier League. Listen, it's still the Premier League, yeah, but it's not a special season, is it? Like they would anticipate. Do you think, like now more than ever, like, are you worried about the contracts now?
Let me stop you there. The next 2 weeks are going to be sour. But when we're partying in that parade, it is a special season. You're winning the league.
You have a parade now. Parade. You having a parade?
I get out of it, man. Rums, hold on. This idiot, 1/3 of the Biryani Bandits, was with a second third of the Biryani Bandits phoning me up, the other day when they won in midweek. In midweek. After they scammed their way past Sociedad with some dodgy ref. So you're saying no parade for Liverpool for winning a trophy. You were jumping up and down like an idiot in your gap.
Lee, not even just the
parade.
Get out of it, Saeed.
Not even just the trophy.
Real talk, guys, are you actually hearing this? Are you not having a parade for just the Premier League?
We didn't get to
have a parade for the Premier League.
Saeed, That's special number 20. We match your 20, big boy. We match your 20.
If you want the treble, if you want the quadruple, I would have been like, you know what, fair enough on that, but you
win the league, you can't have a parade. You're in the mud today, man. What are you doing?
It's been so long. It's been so long. He's forgotten. It's been so long. He's forgotten.
Saeed, we didn't get to parade our last one. So do you know? This is what I say to everyone.
You know what? I know you did.
Right, now you know Liverpool will bring both of them out.
Actually will.
You know what? Yeah,
I'm only messing, man.
When we won the FA Cup and Carabao, me personally, because of the hurt of the Champions League and Premier League, I wouldn't have paraded that. But this, the one we didn't get to do in COVID, bro, it's going to be a party on May 26th. And do you know what? Yeah. The next 2 weeks will be sour, but if you told me at the start of the season, I thought we'll finish in third. If you told me at the start of the season, we're only winning the Premier League, I would have laughed my head off, bro. So it's going to be a bit annoying the next 2 weeks. Rivals are going to get their banter and, laugh at us and whatnot. But end of the season, I think we're going to be happier than everyone on this panel.
I don't understand how anyone can be laughing at Liverpool yesterday. It's like, let's all laugh at Liverpool. Why? Because they're
why not?
Final. Well, how about let's all laugh at our clubs? How about that?
Nah, Lee, we've got to be able to laugh at them.
I love it, bro. I love it. I've been there with you.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can laugh, LB, because you're City. Yeah, I can't laugh at them. When was the last time my team won anything?
Nah,
it's like, I can't laugh at them. They're 12 points clear at my club.
Saeed, LB, and Specs can laugh. Specs side and LB can laugh, but anyone else respectfully.
I'm not a laughing thing, bro. I'm humbled, bro. As a Newcastle fan, I'm humbled, bro.
You're on a celebration, man. That's why you're celebrating.
It's soon going to be 5 years since you won a trophy. I know you won the Champions League, but it's soon going to be 5 years.
I know that, bro.
Haven't got a trophy.
That's why yesterday for me it felt good, bro, because you've taken away a lot of trophies from me recently, bro.
Fair.
Including last year. Just last year, you took away another trophy from me. Do you get it?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The salt in this chat is crazy, isn't it? I mean, Saeed's having a go, Don's having a go. Jules was having a go earlier.
Bro,
do you know what I mean? This is crazy work.
I barely said much.
I never knew Liverpool would have hated.
I can't lie.
We are hated.
I'm gonna say if next season Arne Slot goes to the downward spiral, I can't. You man, I don't know if you're ready.
Sorry, brother, man.
You asked about the contract situation. Unfortunately, I now think all three of them leave. I just have to be honest. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I thought Van Dijk and Salah stay. Trent, I've accepted time ago. I don't even speak about him anymore. But I think all three of them leave. It shouldn't be.
All at the same time, bro.
I think so, yeah.
They're all out of contracts, isn't it?
All right, if Van Dijk goes PSG after what happened, that's crazy.
That was really
what's in your gaff.
You know what makes it worse? Because we're winning, no one already speaks about this, but Konate and Alisson in the summer only got a year left as well. It's gross negligence, bro. Yeah. They have our best players have either no time left or like a year left.
So who runs the club, bro? FSG, who runs these? Like, who sorts out these stuff?
It was a mix. It was a mix. So last season, last season it was George Smacker and like Slot, but obviously Edwards and Gordon weren't here, but obviously they've come back in.
Now. Yeah.
It's been the last 2-3 years. People have come, people have gone. But end of the day, your best player should be signed down to contracts. Lee would know this, but we're turning to Arsenal. And
but the problem is, Roms, that they've got is that
when they went down to their last year in that, we're turning into that, and it's crazy.
Yeah, Roms, the problem you got is now, the players have got your club over a barrel. Big time, because they're just sitting there. They're sitting there, and they're probably all talking to each other, all three of them, in a group chat and that. They're just sitting there. And Salah's going, I want a 4-year contract. I want 450 grand a week. And they're going, well, we can't give you 450 grand a week for 4 years or 3 years or whatever. And he's going, no problem, I'll see you later. And then he's scoring like fucking 40 goals, having a record-breaking season. He's shit in the final. And then the club are like, what the fuck do we do? You know what I mean? But like, that's the problem they've got. Van Dijk's sitting there going, give me 400 grand a week, 3-year contract. The club, unfortunately, are either just going to have to just accept it, give the players the contract and risk that they might fall off because that's a risk, or they got to watch them all leave it on a free. And now you're saying it could happen to Alisson next year as well. It's crazy, man. And this is what happens, because of the money that's involved now, footballers, and Mbappe changed the game here, for me. Mbappe was the one. Footballers are just going to run down their contracts now. 25 years ago, right, when the difference was 20 years ago, right, is that players were on good money, but they weren't on like fucking ridiculous wealth generational changing of money. Players are getting paid 250, 300 grand a week now. They're willing to run down their contracts and they're willing to take the risk about potentially getting injured because they know these sign-on bonuses. Have you seen like the sign-on bonus of these guys?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
They're getting mad cash.
Do you know what Trent's going to get when he gets to Madrid? 40 million just in his pocket. There you go.
See, players are seeing that and they're taking. This is why you got teams like Chelsea, you got teams like City with Haaland. They're not willing to do these 2 year, like PSG with Mbappe. City now are just like, listen, we'll give you big cash. 500 grand a week, 600 grand a week, but we want you for 10 years. Chelsea have done it with some of their players, Palmer and that, get them on 10-year deals because PSG, the worst thing that they ever did,
on that money,
just
though.
kept
like
on, it go up and up, but they've got them. The worst thing PSG ever did was just keep on giving Mbappe that 1-year contract, 2-year contract extension because they do that. You're constantly getting screwed, man. And that's what's happened to Liverpool, mate. Now they're in just a terrible situation, and right now all three of them are leaving. I'm hearing some Liverpool fans saying, oh, no, 1 or 2 of them have actually agreed a deal. They're just waiting on a time to announce it. BS. The moment one of those players signs a contract, they're getting it out there and they're announcing it.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, Brett.
LB, I can't lie. I was one of them fans. I started to think, maybe they're going to announce it when it's good, like after some good PR, maybe after a bad result. I've conceded now. I just think all 3 of them are gone. I just think they're gone.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me get these super chats, guys. There's 2K in the building. We've not hit 1,000 likes yet. Let's get these likes up, man. To 1,000 likes, people, man. It's man. Big up the community. Big up everyone supporting the channel. But let's get these likes up to 1,000 people. Nadir says, Pep, I'm watching you. You can play the injury gimmick, but he's failing as a manager. Silver right wing again, but it's fine with 5th. Stinker hooked. Mamouche, no fire. Ramadan Mahrez, Salah can never. Halimi says, when can we admit Mahrez is better than Salah? Has a better legacy, better player. Salah is a pure shite stat merchant. Uncomfortable conversations. Mahrez carried both his country and Leicester. Tell me if shite Salah can.
Yo, big up Halimi, man. Yeah, come on. Love this
Halimi, obviously, he's Algerian, isn't it? So
is he Algerian? Yo, come on. Let's go.
Yeah, come on, man. And Ricky said the last time Newcastle won a trophy before yesterday, Dwight D. Eisenhower was the USA president and Trippier won trophy there and not Spurs. Hazard and Sanchez are better than Salah as well. Why LFC the only team that have to win the quad every year? Went from say Liverpool will fall off to celebrating their losses more than your own teams.
So can I answer this? Big up Joshy boy, but we bring it on ourselves. Our fans will start speaking about a quad, and then the minute it doesn't go to plan, we're then crying. You'll never hear the word quad from my mouth. Never. Because I'm not going to put unrealistic expectations on the team. But we bring it on ourselves. So I know people like to clown us, but we're the ones who say, we're going to go for the quad. Sometimes you just have to humble yourself.
Yeah. No, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Stay humble. Let's stay humble. Gents, what I do for an effing trophy, KMT. I think it's a Tottenham fan there, Joshua. Natalie Brown, big up to you. She says, Fabrizio just said Liverpool have already made contact with Isak. People, I will be very busy this summer.
We're not paying that money.
That old chestnut.
We're not
the day after they lose the 5 big one.
Busy summer. You know what I mean? I love United hate the up says, I actually respect Newcastle's road to this trophy. Knocked out Chelsea, Brentford, Arsenal, and beat Liverpool in the final.
Yeah.
To be fair, you deserve that. Absolutely
They
deserve that.
battered us as well. Let's not even lie. They
And
absolutely schooled
Forest
us.
as well. It was Forest.
No, I'm saying the Forest game had to beat them on penalties. Don't forget that. And the Arsenal game, the second leg, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Arsenal was gonna be better than that, but yeah, we turned
They
that.
got washed.
Yeah.
Who else is in the chat? Big up Kendall. Kendall's in the chat.
She's in the chat, Kendall.
Yeah.
Big up Kendall, man. Big up Kendall.
Yeah, you know what, man? Fair play to her, man. Like, she's been like up and down with her team, and to finally see that they won a trophy, like big up every Geordie. That's why, listen, you know what I mean? Like, Geordies, like, they deserve it, man. They're there every year, 50,000, whether it's Championship, whether it's Premier League.
Rain or shine,
loyal fan
Look
base.
at all the travelling they have to do as well. The match day fans, man. They're going from Newcastle to Bournemouth and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
it's a
No
long old
pun
trek,
intended.
innit?
Geordies, boy, trust me.
No pun intended, but it actually means more to Geordies. That football is their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
their only team like supporting them. Newcastle's full of Geordies. Like,
the original Geordies that I speak to, bro, it's different, bro. It's deep.
Yeah.
You get me, bro. Like that is it. You get what I'm saying?
Best away day as well, by the way. Best away day.
Yeah. Mike says top right is speaking like City didn't sign Haaland to get over the Champions League hump. Isak put Chelsea.
Lee, I know what you're saying.
Rom's too tactics.
Yeah.
I know, but a lot of people said that one. So.
Yeah, 100%. No, honestly, this panel just agenda. Vegeta Sama said the discourse on Salah is crazy. The Prem GOAT TH4E wasn't a beacon of like finals.
Okay.
He's not.
Okay.
The Prem GOAT wasn't a beacon.
Thierry. No, he's talking about Thierry. Prem GOAT on.
Yeah, talking about Thierry.
To be
fair, Salah is a Premier League legend, though. Like, let's not.
Yeah, he's a Prem 100%.
Bro, when it comes to legacy,
I think he'd be a Prem legend. Like, fucking, when you go, I'm joking. No, well, you want to do this where they have a trophy parade? Well, I could do that then.
Yeah. The Prem GOAT TH40 wasn't a beacon of light in finals and goals in many of them, but when Salah does it, he gets hated. Henry cost Arsenal the Champions League in 06 against Barca. Should have bagged.
No, he didn't. See everyone. Yeah, cool. He went clean through and missed. Yeah. Who cost? No, I don't even think he should have been sent off. Give the goal and play on. Do you know who cost us? The fucking manager. How'd you take Bobby Pires off? Yeah, what's that all about?
I think the only right comparison between him and Henry is their final record. That is it. Like
that's it. That's the only comparison.
And numbers.
Most of the people
Numbers.
that are saying this Salah's better than Henry and this and that didn't see Thierry's whole career.
Lee was cooking his manager in 2006, man.
Claude wanted him sacked. No, bro, I swear down there, he should never have took Pires off, right? And Claude wanted him sacked after the final, he said.
Should we get to Claude, man? We got Claude, man. He's always.
No, man, that manager cost us that final.
Yeah. Big up Southern Gooder, man. Big up Matt in the chat. Says the Arsenal-Chelsea match had the vibe of a July friendly. It's clear the overall quality of some teams in the league has taken a hit this season. We're going to talk on that next. International bare numbers says, don't mind players getting these wages. The money is clearly there, which means there are higher up rankings in it. Get what you negotiate. Fair play. Halimi carries on to say, get Arteta out this 4 or 5 years and nothing with 750 million spent. He ain't good enough to get Arsenal compete anyhow and slot one more in less. And
What's going on here?
Big up to LB says, LB, we're all saying Newcastle deserving now. Watch in 5 years when they're winning. Oil club, this money, what we've lived this.
I've already seen a few salty journalists. You know, they're already.
Now, of course, man. Like they've not really spent what they meant to spend compared to other clubs and whatnot. So big up to Newcastle, man, each and every time. And Salah has 0 penalty goals in 14 finals. Wow.
Yeah, he's only scored against Spurs, and that was the penalty.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was even a penalty, man, for me.
That was never a penalty. I'm glad they won it. Could you imagine if Spurs won it? Flipping hell.
Oh my days, man. That would have been it.
I was on a flight to France, and it was full of fucking Spurs fans that day as well. They were going to France and then getting a car hire up to Madrid.
Yeah. Nah, come on. Nah, let's get these likes to 1,000 likes, guys. That's the next target. And then one more super chat here. Gordon Down says, Igal said League Cup don't mean shit. I dare to say that to Newcastle fans and creators.
Is that what he said? What show was that on? I'll clip it.
He could have never said that.
Well, the Agel files are getting bigger by the day, by the way.
Nah, you got
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But he needs to focus on getting that new Real Madrid combined 11, man. Forget about trophies. You know what I mean? That new combined 11 is updating, man. I've got the old one here, I think, somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, bro.
Why are we counting Champions Leagues? Let's actually go through a combined 11. Courtois is injured, so I'm going to go David Raya. They don't have a left back of quality, so I'm going to go Zinchenko. Center back pairing, I'm going to go Gabriel and Saliba. I don't think any of their center backs are better than ours. It's a toss-up between Carvajal and Ben White, but I'd rather have Ben White. The midfield, Declan Rice is a defensive midfielder, no debate. Jude Bellingham is also in, no debate. And it comes down to Mudryk or Martin Odegaard, and I pick Martin Odegaard. I think Vinicius has been poor this season, so I'm going to go Rodrigo, Saka, and Gabriel Jesus. Let me know what you think.
No debate.
Yeah, there you go. Let us know what you think.
Kills me. No debate.
The funny thing is, right? It's a toss up between Carvajal and Ben White. Like, yeah, one's got at that point 5 Champions Leagues, one's got nothing, and then the one that everyone misses, he puts Declan Rice in over Toni Kroos.
The maddest thing is, he's actually serious about this video. Like, normally, I'd throw a bit of like shamelessness in there. I'd be like, yo, I'm just doing this for banter. He actually is serious in this video. That's crazy. It's crazy. But listen, people. That Arsenal game versus Chelsea, yeah, like that's got to be one of the worst games, yeah, I've watched in a long while, man. If that is 4th between 2nd, this league is khalas, man. Like honestly, bro, the quality in that game was horrendous, man. Like Arsenal got their goal, and listen, it's up to Chelsea to break them down. But bro, 0 big chances for both teams. Like it was terrible, bro. The quality in the game was terrible. Like it was.
I didn't watch none of it. I need this broken down.
I was there, bro. Saeed, I honestly wish I could get a refund. I'm just happy that it weren't at the bridge. Yeah, because away tickets only cost £30. You know what I mean? I was there at the ground, and honestly, bro, yeah, it was just. I didn't expect anything different. You know, when I saw the way that we were set up in the game, you're seeing Reece in midfield, you're seeing Enzo in the 10. I'm seeing Nkunku left wing. Obviously, Neto up top, which has helped us a little bit, but. Ideally, I'm not playing him up there. You know what I mean? If it was up to me, if we had options to play up there, you know, you're playing Sancho right wing for me, who I like. But again, he failed to be direct yesterday, bro. Skelly pretty much locked him up most of the game. You know what I'm saying? So for me, offensively, we were just shocking, bro. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple of times where Enzo Fernandez is trying to make stuff happen, but there's no one around him. Neto's trying to make things happen. There's no one around him. You know, I don't understand why you're starting Reece in midfield. I haven't really gone overboard with the Reece situation because I don't know if Lavia is fit. I don't know if they've told him, Lavia can only play 20 minutes. Because what you don't want to do is play someone longer than what they've said, and then they get injured again. You feel me? So I don't know about that situation there. But if he was fit, I would have started Lavia, played Reece at right back, Fofana at centre back with Levi Colwill and Cucurella, bro. Right? And see, in a bit specs, yeah. And I would have started George as well, bro. Because I'm sorry, bro. Nkunku is not a winger. I don't care if Nkunku's more experienced than George. I don't care if he's more of a senior than George. He is not a winger, bro, right? And he doesn't even look like he wants to be here anymore. So what's the point of playing him? You know what I mean? He's just he's a nothing on the pitch. He doesn't feel like he's even playing. You know what I'm saying? So this manager right now is messing about, innit? He needs to fix up, bro, because I had this energy for Poch last season. Regardless of the injuries, I still think we had enough to be able to set the team up well. And yesterday, he did not set the team up well. You know what I mean? And at the same time, the players themselves, they didn't take any responsibility, bro, right? I wasn't seeing a single player, apart from maybe George when he came on and Neto and parts, that was really going to run past people, yeah? Dewsbury Hall came on, again, just being safe, right? If you gets on the ball, drive into the space, bro. There's bare times, bro, you know, on the away end at the Emirates, right? You're quite close to the pitch. Sancho came to the left at one point. I was shouting, bro, like this, yeah? Fucking take him on. Fucking take him on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm shouting at these guys because there's no one here that's trying to really.
How toxic. Just back the team.
Bro, these men have got to learn. They've got to learn, Lee. You know what I mean? So the first 15 minutes, I think the first 15 minutes, Arsenal were really on top of us. We were struggling to get hold of the ball. And I literally tweeted in the ground. I said, bro, we need.
It was all over you first 20 minutes, man.
Well, they were all over us, LB, right?
Yeah.
I was literally tweeting, we need Lavia on this pitch as soon as possible because I'm watching Reece and he's hiding behind players, right? I've played the midfield before. It's not an easy position to play there, bro. And when I'm seeing a man hiding, this is what Mason Mount was doing in his last year at Chelsea. He started hiding behind people because he wasn't confident to get the ball there, because just in case he loses it. Reece was doing the exact same thing. You know what I mean? So I think tactically Maresca messed up, and at the same time, the players, you know, they just didn't show up. And like I told you a few weeks before you come in, LB, yeah, with this current setup right now, it is long for us. I'm not confident we'll get top 4, top 5 with these current players right now.
Especially with your fixtures. Your fixtures are raw. Bro, I was watching you, yeah, because like first 20 minutes, Arsenal were just all over you. It was like crazy. Yeah. I don't understand what Chelsea were trying to do. You know, when you're watching a team, like even if you know maybe they lose, you watch them, you go, this is how they was trying to go about. This is how the manager set them up. And I was watching Chelsea, I'm like, I don't really understand what the game plan was. You know what I mean? Reece James in the middle just looked like, I don't really understand what was going on there. You know, your attackers didn't really bring much to the party. It was a very. I watched the game. I don't know what's long for it, and like I just don't remember anything really from Chelsea in that game that I can sit here now and be like, I can see this is what he had a good game or whatever. I just felt like it was, I don't know, weird, confused, dull. And, you know, Arsenal weren't particularly great after the first 20 minutes. But I feel like maybe Arsenal just knew that they didn't need to be great because, you know, Chelsea weren't bringing anything to the table, man.
LB, the Arsenal's defense didn't have to do anything, right? Because they know Neto is not a box presence. They know that even if the ball gets crossed in, they know Gabriel and Saliba are way taller than this guy. I'm looking at these guys in person, right? And there's a gap between them and Neto. Neto's like here. Yeah. They're like here, bro. These guys are tall. Even Marino, fucking tall wax figure. You know what I'm saying? They know that Sancho's not that direct, right?
But forget about Arsenal.
Hold on, George, bro. They know that Sancho's not that direct. They know that Nkunku's not a winger, right? They know Enzo Fernandez is not playing in the position where he should be. So it was easy for these guys, bro. They sat off of us in the second half, and they knew it wasn't going to create nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a problem right now, bro. Like over the Christmas period, we was actually creating chances, but we kept missing because we had Jackson there. I know Jackson's not a great finisher, but we play better when he's there, right? And Palmer, he's been playing badly, but he plays a lot better with Jackson. This is what I was telling you, lot. Those two have a good connection, right? And when Jackson's not there, Palmer feels it. You can see it in his game. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm just happy that City and Brighton drop points because we're still in the top 4. I know the gap between fourth and ninth is like 4 points, right? But we are still in the top 4. And we've got these players coming back. Bro. We need them back as soon as possible, bro. As soon as possible.
This start here is shocking, by the way. They've won 1 of their last 26 games against Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and Man United.
This was before Clearlake as well, by the way. This was even before Clearlake.
I see another stat earlier today. Yeah. Apparently, you've only won 1 away game. No, your last away game was Spurs, the 8th of December in the league.
Yeah. I don't think you get crazy. Chelsea have been like they've got like 4 or 5 Premier League wins in the last 4
months. Since December.
4, yeah, 4. I thought it was they have around 14 points or something since like December. They've been horrible.
Do you know how bad it is? Do you know how bad it is? We've picked up the same amount of points as United in that period, bro.
Oh my god.
That's how bad the league.
Wait, that must be less than us. That must be around the same as us. That's crazy.
We're like 14th in the form. The last 11 games.
But you're still 4th in the league. That shows you how shit the league is.
We're still 4th in the league.
Man. I can't respect this league.
It's been the best. Sorry.
And even when you were talking about there, Don, you're talking about how your attack's so bad that you didn't really threat Arsenal. Your defense was so bad that Arsenal's attack didn't need to be good. Like Arsenal were just finding themselves having chances because you guys can't clear the ball, just calamitous defending. Like the setup at the back was a bit confusing to me as well. Because I was like, is he gonna putting Reece James in the middle? Didn't really make I know you saw him play in the middle before, but
George, I think that says a lot about Arsenal though, because I didn't watch the game at all. I was obviously on my way to the final, right? But you just said Arsenal's attack didn't have to be good because the Chelsea defense was too bad. But why didn't they put their foot on their necks and score a lot? For me, it shows a lot about Arsenal's attack because that shouldn't have just been 1-0 if that was the case. They should have.
But to be fair, if we are going to give Arsenal some leeway, they obviously did play a midweek game as well. Similar team, they don't really have like a lot of players come back from injury as yet. So like we expected them to have a bit of a dazed performance, which they did, and they didn't have to be good yesterday. Arsenal were rubbish, but Arsenal still won. And that's what you take from it, isn't it? Like for them, from their side.
So fucked about as well, George, right? Arsenal haven't scored a corner since December, right? And Chelsea this season have actually been good at defending corners. We've only conceded, this is our second corner we've conceded all season. The first one, was when Sanchez threw in the ball against Wolves. If you remember that corner, right? Other than that, we've actually been quite good defending them. But yesterday, I'm seeing Reece and Nkuku. Do you know what, Marino? Listen, that header was fucking fantastic, by the way.
It was good.
Man just flicked it. Man flicked it. It went over Sanchez, and Sanchez is like 6'4". Brilliant header.
Do you not think he was actually trying to flick it on instead of trying to score?
Bro, listen. You see that technique there? I won't be surprised if he tried to score. I'll be so real. I won't be surprised if he tried to score. Bro.
Lee, do you like his celebration? Going around the corner flag and just arm waves.
These shameless bastards all need to sort it out, mate. I swear, mate. Yeah, you're 12 points behind Liverpool, and you're doing multiple celebrations. So how about get the ball and run back to the spot in it? How about that? I bet that'll be on his Instagram page.
You had that one chance. Hold on, Roms, yeah. They had a one chance in the second half where Martinelli crossed it into Marino. Very good save from Sanchez, right? But other than that, they had one shot when the ball was in the box, like ping pong ball. It flew to Rice. Rice kicked it over. He didn't do anything in the game, right? Partey didn't do anything in the game. Like, it was just a dead game, dead quality game, bro. You know, that's why I predicted 1-1. I didn't see any more than one goal.
But the onus was on you, though, I think, for me. Like, I get it, Arsenal, they're at home and that, but you got to make the game. You didn't make the game a good game as well. You lot just didn't really like, man. Look at Timber saying to try harder. What was he saying to Maresca?
Yeah, try harder to Maresca. And Maresca shook his hand. Your club's buried, mate.
You're a manager, bro. Like,
honestly, you need to sack that manager real quick because he ain't it, mate. Yeah, that guy is not it. Yeah, we're crap. I know we're crap, and my club's finished because it's been infested with absolute losers. Yeah, your club you can still claim back. Yeah, you just need about 3,000 a year to kick off outside the ground every week. Yeah, and you'll get your club back.
It's funny because you know what, Chelsea's looking more and more like the team that I was watching last year for Tottenham. Like, you started off really well, and then the end of the season, you guys are just starting to be figured out. Can't find form, chopping and changing. And it is. He's shown that.
You know what? When you actually deep it, like has Maresca showed enough this year to be like, wow, this guy, you can believe in him. Like, you can think, you know what, he's gonna got you next season. Like, has he shown enough to Chelsea fans?
I think he's doing the bare minimum. Like, the bare minimum. He's currently in the top 4 and he's probably going to win the Conference League. But I'm not being funny. That is the bare minimum. Surely that's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If I'm the board, I'm looking at it at the start of the season. They've had a couple of years of turmoil, yeah. But, like, you're coming in there. I think you finished like 5th or 6th last year. So what would you say? You spent more money. You go, the bare minimum is for you to get back in the Champions League and win that Conference League because that competition's crazy. So if he does that, he's achieved the bare minimum. I genuinely, I know people are like, speak about fire. I think if he doesn't finish in the top 5 this year, I think he should be fired.
Bro, what it is?
He should be sacked anyway. Shit, let's just be real, yeah. Look at the managers they've had, LB, yeah. No, real talk. Let's have a look at the managers they've had over the years, yeah. And your fans are gassing up this scrub from Leicester. Bro, this is not the Championship. And if you actually have a look, if you actually have a look at the teams that you've beaten, in the last 10 or 12 weeks, bro, they're all relegation fodder. Southampton, you barely got over the line against Wolves and teams like that. You've not beaten a team, above you for weeks.
Have you seen their fixtures as well now for the rest of the season?
Yeah, they're dusted. Yeah, and the thing is, lads, right? He chops and changes his team all the time. He plays players out of position all the time. He's got an attacking goalkeeper and a defensive striker. Like, what we're doing here? Yeah, that goalkeeper is a scrub. He makes simple saves look so theatrical. Now, what is he doing?
Awful.
Yeah. Then you've got defenders that can't defend properly. You've got a midfield that can't get anything creative. Yeah, and then you've got wingers that don't take their man on. Like, the whole thing's a mess. Like, honestly, we're crap. Yeah, real talk, but we didn't even have to do anything to beat you. Yeah, and that game was the most boring game. And I've seen Arsenal play some boring games this season. That was shit. Yeah, they were just going through the motions, just to get save themselves in the Madrid game.
Bro, listen. The thing is, end of the day, with Maresca, like I said, it's been a tale of two halves, isn't it? When you talk about the start of the season, this guy was doing things that I wanted to see from my manager, being proactive in terms of the bench, using the squad quite well. But then the alarm bell started to ring over the Christmas period when I was seeing man not even trying to use the squad, bro. Like Felix, Vega, all these man just dying on the bench, bringing in Nkuku on for like 5 minutes, bro. Not even giving Gil a chance when Jackson's just missing bare chances. Making people unsettled when they want to leave. You know what I'm saying? There's so many games this season, right? To see out the lead, you could have brought on Vega. You could have brought on Felix because Palmer's stinking out the place. He's not doing anything. You're keeping him on. We lose that game or we drop points, right? It doesn't make sense. And then again, some of the lineups, like when we played Ipswich, bro, starting Disasi at right back, you know, decisions like this, Reece in midfield, bro. Like, he's not a midfielder. Yeah. When you're playing in midfield, bro, you need to know what you want to do 5 steps ahead. You can't be thinking on your feet. You know what I'm saying? When Reece gets on the ball, I'm watching him and I'm like, yeah, this guy's thinking as he's playing. He's not knowing what he wants to do beforehand, right? You see the likes of KDB, when they get the ball, straight away, bam, because he's a midfielder. But I'm not putting that on Reece. I'm putting it on the manager, because you're playing him in the wrong position. So I don't understand why it's overcomplicating things. You're not going to see the team play.
Because he's one of these little pep regions. They all overcomplicate it. Company,
real
Maresca, they all think they're pep. They're all trying to do something spectacular to say if it works, oh, look at me, I've created something new, which is what Pep did. Yeah, Pep plays this tiki-taka football and totally dominated. Yeah, so they all want to be they want the next one that comes through that changes the game. Yeah,
no, but the thing is only, yeah,
none of them are any good.
You know when you talk about
do you think you're missing Madueke?
Is he on double figure goals yet? Are we out with that?
I seen him on TikTok the other day.
People laugh at him, but I know he would have tried to.
Is he on double figures goals yet? Is he on double figures goals? Because that's what the start was at the start of the season.
No, it's still on 7, LB.
7. With how many games left? 9 games? Yo, I swear you guys had some.
Do you have a bet on it? Do you have a bet on it?
No, we didn't have a bet, but I said to Lee, we'll score 10 goals. He was like, he's not going to score 10 goals. I said, he will score 10 goals.
He won't score 10 league goals. That was after he scored a hat-trick against Wolves, I said that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, listen, don't be surprised if he scores 10. Don't be surprised if he scores 10, because listen, we need better than Madueke, innit? But he's one of the few in the team that actually scores, right? Or has goals to his name right now.
What about this scrub Neto that Lee keeps hyping up as well?
What do you mean scrub? Get out.
He's a scrub. I can't believe you had the audacity to say that Neto is better than Saka, Lee. How dare you, bro? Neto is nowhere near Saka.
Apart from scoring goals, tell me what he's better at.
Neto, bro, everything. He's a better player. He's a better goal scorer. He's a better passer. He's a better dribbler. He's better than everything. Bro, how dare you, Lee? It's honestly, this is the
same guy that employs Garnacho talking about.
What did that guy say? He said disrespect to the establishment. Like, genuinely, Neto is a scrub, bro. He is. He's overhyped, bro.
Fantastic.
It's not better than Saka.
You lot say the same about Savio as well. And guess what? My takes always take 3 years to marinate. So I'll see you in 3 years.
Got a bit more to him. Savio's got a bit more to him. But this Neto guy, what's he done? He's been bought at 60 million. Why is nobody
3 years when you're apologizing?
3 years.
Take 3 years to marinate, bro.
Hold on a minute. Why do you need 3 years? Why does he need 3 years? How old is he, Neto? He's 24, isn't he? He's meant to be established in the Premier League. He's meant to know the Premier League inside and out. And look at him year in, year out.
I just think people are putting expectations on him that they like just. It's unjustified. He's not a goal scorer. He never has been. He's got like 10 goals and he's in 100.
But that's what they rate him on, Jules. It's all GA merchants that do all of this.
No, that's what I mean. So if you're judging him on goals, then yes, he's not a good player, Saeed. But if you judge him off of what you want from him, which is be a byline winger, put crosses in. To me, what I've always judged him as Wolves is get to the byline, put a cross in the box. He's got a great delivery.
Do that.
So when you're asking,
no, he does do that, but we haven't got a fucking box striker like a Haaland.
They haven't got a target man.
We haven't got that.
His best time was when they had Jota.
That's what I'm saying. People need to stand on their takes, because if you're actually looking at what we've got right now, if you're looking at what we've got right now, right, there's still a level that some of these players can reach in the squad. Because if you had Neto playing for Man City right now, as much as I've cooked Neto this season, I think he should have more variety. Hold on. I think he should have more variety in his game.
Have him over Luis Diaz.
Hold on, bro. Yeah, I think he would have more. I think Neto needs to have more variety in his game. There's certain games when he's actually had variety, and I'm like, yo, I need to see this more often. But if he played for fucking Man City and he's looking at Haaland in the box, he's looking to find him every single time. At Chelsea, bro, there's no target man for him, bro. You know what I mean? He looks up, there's no one there, bro. Right? When he came on against West Ham, that was one of the few performances where I'm like, yo, this is the Neto that I like. When we played a fucking target man in Mark Gill, right? They both came on off the bench and we ended up winning that game. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Neto hasn't been brilliant. Hold on, Saeed.
It's almost like you're missing Palmer and Jackson.
Neto hasn't been brilliant. Bro, Neto came off the bench and helped us change that game. What are you talking about? He was one of our better players and he scored as well, right? But the point that I'm making, Saeed, is there's still holes in this team to help the likes of Neto. If you want to write him off, be my guest. I'm not writing
him off, but this overhyped. So
he's a
we brought for 60 million.
I don't think anyone's ever overhyped him. I don't think anyone's ever overhyped him.
He's not getting criticised enough. I don't believe.
Trust me, Chelsea fans have been cooking him, including me.
How much
Chelsea
did you?
fans have been
Hold on.
much did you pay for
Say, your striker was gone 1 goal in 22 games,
Yeah,
and I ain't heard none of your fan base cooking him.
What do you
And
mean?
you want Neto cooked for what?
What? Are you kidding me?
I see your fans
Are
online, they're all gassing him up.
you mad?
Nah,
Hoyland's
Lee,
been
trust me.
No, Lee, I can't lie. United fans are cooking Hoyland now.
Okay, fair. Ones
Yeah,
I've seen have been saying
Neto-
he's still young, give him time, and all this crap.
Nah, but there ain't no time, bro.
I know you love
Sanchez,
Neto.
fair.
I know you love Neto, Lee, yeah, but overall he's been underwhelming in the season.
Yeah,
He has been poor.
He has been poor.
He has been, right? And like I said, for me, I want to see this guy when we actually get a striker, because like George has said, that is his main skill set, bro. His main skill set is to facilitate, right, and to whip in those crosses on his left foot. But at the same time, I still expect him to be direct. I still expect him to try and run at people. I still expect him to have more shots on goal. Because, bro, the guy knows how to hit the ball. Look at the goal he scored against Arsenal last season, bro. The guy can smack it. But the problem is, he don't smack it enough.
I remember a goal he scored against you lot for Wolves in the last minute. He put it across goal. He's got that in his locker. So I understand your frustration. You know what is with Neto right now?
Scored that goal against Arsenal this season, didn't he?
He's a baller, but he's not living up to his full. Not living up to his full percent. Yeah, that goal as well. He's a baller, but he's just not living up to his full potential. That he's just having one of them seasons. I reckon he'll be back next season. I reckon this is just probably.
Yeah, but Robs, this is the thing. Yeah, these people hype up players so quickly. Yeah. Right. I'll give you an example. Kluivert, when he scored that trick against Newcastle, my chat was lit up. Oh, would you take Kluivert at Arsenal? What do you think of Kluivert? What do you think of Kluivert?
Yeah.
Kluivert's been good.
Didn't he know this? Semenyo's the latest one as well. Semenyo, yeah, he's the latest one, bro. Tell me, what is he better than Neto then? Semenyo. What are you saying, Saeed? Because he's the flavour of the month now.
Semenyo's been better than Neto this season. Yes.
You know,
I didn't say this season. I'm saying in general, is he a better player? The fact you're thinking about it, thank you. Evan Ferguson was one of the most hyped players. 100 million, yeah?
You know what? Yeah.
Now Evan Ferguson.
Semenyo is better than Neto, yes.
Oh, my days. What we're doing here.
You know what he is? He's more effective than Neto. He gets in the byline.
You wouldn't have said this 12 months ago, so it's recency bias.
I'll tell you now,
12 months ago.
I'll tell you now, yeah. Semenyo's one of those ballers that will go to a top 6 team and just suffer, in my opinion. He's a baller, but he's a baller for like your West Ham.
Do you know what it is, Rams, though? It's a lot of these Bournemouth players would be that because they're playing in the transition. They look so good because in transition, they're fast, they're powerful. Just like these Newcastle players, there's certain guys in that attack. Like Jacob Murphy's not going to go to another team and ball out. Let's have it right.
Jacob Murphy, no.
But in the transition, he looks good.
Everyone was hyping up Matoma. Yeah, well, I ain't heard anyone in my chat saying, Lee, would you take Matoma for about 18 months? He's shit.
You know what it is, though, Lee?
No, Lee, you lost your mind.
It's crap. So same as Kubo. Kubo's the right-sided version. They're both shit.
You can't rate Savio and not rate Matoma. That makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. That they're two similar players, very similar. That makes no sense.
They're nothing like each other, bro.
No, you know what? Listen, let me say something.
Let me just go back to what George said as well, because George is spitting facts, right? Because he is right when he says about transitional. Because when he was playing for Wolves, he had a lot more space to work with. Teams aren't sitting in a low block against Wolves, right? And Neto himself has actually spoken about it. The other week he said, "Bro, I'm getting used to playing in a team where we're facing low blocks a lot of the time." Because Neto's not that type of winger where he's good in tight spaces, good with his feet, like a Esteval. You know what I mean? Yeah, he needs space. He needs space to work. He's still getting used to it. But at the same time, I have seen him with a lot of space and he chooses to cut in and whip it. You know what I mean? So he's got to take some responsibility.
Can I ask you a question? Do you accept that your opinion in the summer was wrong on not signing Osimhen because you wanted to protect the wage budget? You accept that was wrong?
You never let him forget this.
I need to hear the answer. You accept you were wrong.
Listen, like I said, I wanted Osimhen, bro. Just at the price that they were asking for, bro. But at the same time, you know what? We should have signed him. We should have signed him, bro. We should have signed him.
Another question. I know you're good with the numbers in that. Do Palmer and Jackson still have the most combination?
Yeah. I think they do, bro.
Fair.
I think they do.
But Arsenal, Lee, man, you lot, any comments on your team, Arsenal? Anything they want to say?
End the season, Dave. I'm waiting for that Madrid game because he'll either stink his way through on a 0-0 over 2 legs and do them on penalties, or getting banged. So let's see how good this manager is. He's going to come up against one of the goats of the game.
Lee, I'm going to tell you from now, yeah. I think, you remember when you beat that Barca team 2-1 and Arshavin scored, yeah? I think you do Madrid. I'm going to say it now. I think you do Madrid first leg, and I think they batter you at the Bernabeu. So you won't go through. You'll win the Emirates game in isolation. I think Bernabeu, your team won't know what hit them, and I think they just spank it at the Bernabeu. But I think you do them in Emirates.
Yeah, we're out. All day long we're out. Yeah, we ain't good enough, mate. Yeah, and let's be real. Yeah, it's not like Ancelotti's tactically going to do anything different to what he's already doing. He just tells them go and play football. And then that's what they do. They have to figure it out themselves. So they're not going to have a clue. Yeah, we're going to see in this game the levels because people think that we're quality. We're not. We're crap. Yeah, and we're going to see how crap we are against this lot. Yeah, because the levels are like, bro, we can't even see them. They're in the distance. Yeah, you got Vinny. He's been shit this season, by the way. Yeah, and Mbappe. Yeah, he can score a goal out of nowhere. We see that at the weekend. Yeah, Rodrigo. Who's he going to be up against? What? Skelly. Well, he'll probably cook him. He's going to cook Calafiori for sure. Yeah, if I was him, put Tierney at left back. But he won't. He wants to do this inverted crap and all that shit. And then corner. Good one, mate. Yeah, good one. Yeah, this lot, yeah, are going to have our pants down. And then our fans will go, oh, there's no shame losing to Real Madrid. Yeah, and that's what they'll do. And then they go, well, we got to a quarters. No, we got to the semi of the League Cup. We finished second with injuries. I'll give him his striker. We go again. Fucking sick of it, bruv. I'm bored of this club. I'm bored. So if you can subtly react, that'd be great. Because then that could be the main channel. I can bin the Arsenal one off. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, mate. Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll do the shameless gimmick as well, yeah. Like all of them. Yeah, Declan Rice posted out in his Insta after the game the other day against PSV. No celebration police today. Yeah, well, what were you celebrating the other day against Man United, mate?
He's such an undie, innit? He's such an undie, bro. He's such an undie, innit?
Bro, he's celebrating, giving it all in karma against Man U for a 1-1. Yeah, equalising goal celebration should be banned. No, I'm sick of death of it. What is he celebrating? Yeah, and then he goes and scores a goal to put us in the lead the other night. Celebrates. Then he posts out, bro, how about shut up and start winning trophies? How about that? I'm sick to death of these players. Because same with your club. Yeah, you got Delo and fucking matey boys standing there checking to see how dead their club is. Is that what they're doing? Checking their posts, see how dead they are as players.
You see Hoyland as well. You see Hoyland try to do that thing as well. He did that thing again.
Listen, for me, yeah, I feel like there's a bit of balance to it. Like if you're in the bottom half of the table, yeah, and you're celebrating like that, like I'm kind of like chill on the celebration thing, but at the same time, it's like have some shame. You know what I mean? This is the worst position Man United have ever been in like Premier League.
These men are struggling, man. They're struggling. They need some confidence. Celebrate, man. I don't see nothing wrong with it, me personally, but.
Well, this is where your club's finished.
Hang on a minute. You were saying before that he can't have a celebration parade for winning the league, but you telling these guys can do that.
No.
Get him.
Individual award versus a collective is different, right? These lot have been shit and they're celebrating. Like, let them do what they want to do. But I get the maybe the equalizers. But then again, equalizer depends on the actual, if it's a late equalizer or not. And
no, you're celebrating a draw.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
The only way you celebrate a draw is at full time on the last day of the season when you lift the title.
Do you know what?
Your team's been doing this for a long time, Lee. I remember when you guys scored that equalizer against Palace and you had crazy.
The best one was Eddie Nketiah, not the Chelsea corner flag one. Eddie Nketiah, 96th minute goal in lockdown. No fans in the ground against Fulham at home, and he's run off giving it all that. I'm like, what are you doing here, mate? Yeah, but then that goes out on their Instagrams. Then their fans and then the club tweets it out and load of bollocks. Scrap it.
I remember him and Jesus.
No celebrations until you fucking win something. How about that?
Him and Gabriel Jesus like to get the phones out. They both like to call each other.
Maybe they should call it. Get Jesus to call his agent and get him to teach him how to fucking speak Arabic and send him to Saudi.
You see Rice's mentality. Yeah, he's a hypocrite because he always comes on about we need to win a trophy. The fans need a trophy. But when he scored, I think if that's the Invincibles team, when you score, you run and get the ball and go back to the centre circle. He's there jumping in the air. I'm thinking this guy's lost it. He's actually
because he's lying, bro. He's lying. Oh yeah, the club needs to win the trophy. All lip service. The fans lap this crap up. Most people are born in deficit anyway, bro. Let's be real. You know, so just gonna lap this crap up anyway. Yeah, bro. I've seen the same story for 20 years, bro. Yeah, and people still get like in my comments like crying. You're such a number one hater. Oh, you've got an agenda, bruv. I've seen my club win 5 league titles. Hold that. Yeah, hold that. And I'd like to hold another trophy. Yeah, I'd like to see the 6th and the 7th.
Champions League or nothing, man.
But we ain't winning the Champions League. And do you know what? Even if we get through, it wouldn't surprise me if we got Unai Emery and he knocked us out anyway.
Yeah.
And then that'd be a semi-final, and then Unai gets to the final. Do you know what? I hope Unai Emery wins that tournament if we don't. Well, we ain't. So if I don't think he wins it.
I think he wins the FA Cup. I think he has the FA Cup, though.
Speaking of
if he wins the FA Cup or the Champions League, what phase is he in? Yeah, because you can't use the inherited world-class squad on him either, can you? Everyone's getting mudded this year, you know.
You know what, Lee? You're speaking about trophies. You got the Emirates Cup in the summer. You could maybe have a pop at that.
Yeah.
No, we'll fly over to America to sell another load of new merch. Yeah, and have a little tournament between ourselves, us, you, and Man United again. Yeah, we'll have a little tournament, win a cup there. What the fucking shit! I'm sick to death of this club, mate. And
you know what you're actually in America.
So many people.
It's mad because they're actually going to need to do something like that because the money that Man City and Chelsea are making in Club World Cup, nuts.
No, United go to. United go to America.
But they declined us.
It'll be shake my hand on that, man. It'll be shake my hand on that, bro. The money that we're making.
West Ham and them, man. There, we play West Ham. Thank
you very much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What happens to the days when we'd go and play Barnet? Yeah, go and play some team out in Holland, or Germany. We've been to America 4 out of the last 5 years on pre-season. And then do you know where I think a lot of fans get the ump as well? Yeah, like you see it when Kenny, Jez, and DJB are on my channel. DJB's been going 50 years. That's fucking enough, mate. Yeah, one of my mates' dads, he's been going 53 years. He's had enough. Yeah, the club is not the club we started supporting. Yeah. This is Arsenal. Yeah, fucking, I don't know. Like, it's just merch.
You know what?
Alibaba FC, innit?
Bro, it's desperate times.
Well, it is.
We're going to Hong Kong, literally, as soon as the season finishes. We're playing in Hong Kong and Malaysia for 2 games to get £10 million.
Oh, you're doing the same thing Tottenham done. I think we're going to do it as well. Probably.
So we need the money, bro. And like I said, the Premier League series, we're playing Bournemouth, West Ham, and
take a little trip, Saeed. Take a little trip.
I think I'm going to Atlanta, man. You know what I mean?
No.
Hey, Saeed's going to Atlanta.
You said Asia, bro. You said you're going to Asia.
I might go Asia, but you know what I mean? I'm looking at the America, you know what I'm saying? Like that one there.
He's trying to go Atlanta. That's
Atlanta's, yo. I've been hearing Atlanta's face, yo.
You know what you're getting.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're doing, man.
He's gonna
man.
Atlanta.
One of
those hands.
There's a red ball, man. Just to beat those allegations.
Let me get this. Big up to Kachidera. He says, these stats should tell us how shit the league is this season. Everyone from top to bottom are messing up. Arsenal should have scored more yesterday, and that should tell you where the current level is. Should I say, bigger goals in final, Salah or Haaland? Stat pad. Big up signing the panel. Hit the likes and subscribe. It goes, Ja Mares tapped in. Verted killing our attack and hindering Palmer as well. Don't Maresca and we can't finish top 5 and I want him out up to Chelsea. C says Cap be asked with Aussie. What? Aussie menstrual? That is crazy. I've seen him list as while being in the Turkish league. Hipster fan favorite.
He gets goals every year. He scores goals.
Yeah.
Just on that
Haaland misses sitters. Like Haaland misses sitters.
But I speak to a Galatasaray fan all the time. It says he misses all the time. Like Osman's just constantly.
He scored 26 goals. What are we doing?
No, but he could get more. He could get more.
But you ain't going to score every shot, are you?
He's not going to exactly. He's not going to score every single time. Like, what are we doing here, man?
Anyway,
that super chat very quickly, Saeed. Yeah, that's that first super chat where he said about the quality of the league. This league is shit.
No, bro, this league is dead. When you look at it, top 4, everything, league, pro relegation.
That's 2 of the top 4 teams currently in England right now, and look at that shit show. Then I sat and watched Barcelona away at Atleti, and look at the feast of football we watched last night.
What a game.
And that is 2 of the top 3 teams.
Ballers. They've just got ballers, man.
Mate, Lamine Yamal's the best player on the planet. I don't want to hear no one chat to me. He's the best player in the world, mate.
I agree.
So what? So when
it's funny because when I said in the summer, I was like, he's the best right wing in the world. Like, I don't care what anyone says. They're going, no, it's too early to go. It's too early.
Pedri's the best midfielder in
You
the
know
world.
when you see it. Like, you know when you see it.
Bro.
Yeah, when you see it, you know it. Like when there's a talent like this is generational, you know it straight away. Like you can't.
He's a bad.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But do you know what? Yeah, when I looked very quickly, when I looked at that game, yeah, you're looking at baller after baller after baller after baller, and it's like, bro, the levels of like tech, it's just different, man.
Well,
Yeah,
even
look at Arsenal, our two
squad-
teams, Don. We couldn't even fucking string 3 passes together.
Bro, it was so embarrassing, bro. You see, Buddy Shield, the way he kept giving the ball away in the first half was fucking embarrassing, bro. Like,
Look at the quality of the goals in that game. Yeah, I know Luke Yamal's one deflected, but you see when he did that little body feint, he already knew what he was doing before that ball even got to his foot. Body feint, bang. Yeah, Lewandowski's goal, chest bang. All the goals, man. Sorlov's goal, quality.
That's Sorloff quality goal. Could have had another goal as well if he wanted to.
Yeah, man. The goals were sick.
I think he was at Crystal Palace, isn't it?
Yeah, he flopped. There's some players that do that, man. They flop at certain clubs and then they do well at other clubs. It's mad.
But then let me ask you a question then, Lee. So what do you put it down to? Why is the Premier League so crap compared to the La Liga?
Because they want robots, mate, that run at 100 mile an hour. Yeah, whereas in these other leagues, they don't do that, bro. All the way through their academies, yeah, in Spain or I don't know, fucking Portugal and places like that. It's just tech. So when you come up against pace and power, yeah, like you can just pass it around them, bro. Yeah, they'll bully you in terms of physicality, but you ain't getting the ball off them.
Yeah.
Let's be real, right? We're just seeing Man United play Sociedad, and other than the dodgy ref, yeah, let's be real. You played well that evening. Yeah, but that ref gave you 3 penalties. Let's not do this, bruv. Yeah, 3 penalties, you know. Yeah, but let's not do this. But Sociedad were popping you off the park in the first leg.
No, but you
can't even argue it.
You do have teams like Atletico Madrid who are the opposite. They use the PMP, and that's what they try to bring to the La Liga for their advantage.
They're unique though. Yeah, they're unique though because they're the only team in that league that can do both.
Yeah.
They got Griezmann, they got Riquelme, they got Molina, they got some top ballers in
Lee,
all
off.
Lee, I'll even chuck my club into it. If you saw the technical level of PSG and Liverpool, it was light years.
Oh, it was night and day, man. But that's the thing, like you had Gravenberch and McAllister in midfield, and they're 2 technically good players.
Exactly.
McAllister's a baller, but at the same time, then you got Szoboszlai in there. Yeah, and then they're free, you couldn't get a ball off him. It was like watching Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets.
You know what happened? You know what happened as well? Fabian Ruiz comes off, and Zaire Emery comes on. He's as technical as the rest as well. Like it's
Doué as well came off the bench there. But this is the difference there. In these leagues, they don't coach that crap out of you. So when you came out here to go and watch the Barca games, remember? Yeah, you put on your Insta story. You watching the lads playing football in the cage.
Yeah, in the cage. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they're just popping it around, like
bro. Like normal, bro. I couldn't believe it. Like the level of them.
That ain't getting coached out of you in this country.
Coached, man.
They ain't getting coached out of you in Italy and other places. That's how they play. They want to keep the ball. They're techie. Yeah. Whereas in England, I know this for a fact here because Ola's boy plays for a team. Same with a few other mates of mine. Yeah, all the way down from like 6 years old now, they're coaching you to play like this.
Yeah,
it's like, but so by the time you get to 15, it's now robotic. It's in your head. No fucking tech. Yeah, Pedri would not make it after these Prem academies.
Yeah, because they would have said, he's not physical enough. He's not.
It's not big enough. It's not tall enough. It can't run quick enough. Yeah, but he's the best midfielder in the world, bro. That guy's unreal.
Bro,
that's Cesc Fabregas. Every time I watch him, I just think Cesc, bro. He's tidy as hell, bro. But that's how sad English football's gone, mate. And the only way it changes is in about 10 years' time. But they have to start doing that work now, so it will be like this in 10 years.
But the thing is, you know what? English football's come like this. It hasn't been like a recent thing. It was building up from like the 05s onwards. When you had like the Makeleles, the Torres, the Vieiras, all them coming through, and you started to realize PMP is it like big. You just need to get athletes from young, and then you can coach the technique into them. That's what it was, and that's what they're doing now. Anyway, just got all these players coming through.
Tottenham, man. Another loss.
I thought we were finishing the show now. I didn't even.
Nah, man.
Another argument with Ange seen on Twitter last night as well, isn't it?
What was that?
He's a very insecure man. I can't even lie. Very like anyone that says anything to him in the fans.
Tell, man. Look at Tell. Poor Tell, mate. He's having to speak. Look at his young kids. Why is he shouting to his young kids?
You know what it is, yeah. Now look, go back to the start of the video. Go right to the start. Yeah, I feel like look. You see at the start. There's like a frame right at the start, even a different angle. You can see Ange's head just poking. He walks away. Like he's just crazy.
This is another angle there, but low, like what, like bro.
There he is. There he is.
No, that's not him. That's not him. That's another guy.
Someone else.
Oh,
You don't got the Ange. They got the Ange one, Saeed.
Yeah, let me get the Ange one.
It's not good enough.
Why
do you know what? I made a video on that because I can't. I didn't like what the people were saying. Still, he's a kid. Like he's a guy that's on loan.
He's not a kid.
Not
He's
even
a
an
fully
employee.
grown adult. He's a fully grown adult, bro. Come
no,
on.
he's a contractor at our club. He's not even an employee. You're sitting there throwing your piece. He doesn't represent Tottenham.
Yeah, that's it.
What was that? Who was that? Who was it?
George.
No, yeah, he's an insecure man. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Yet again, look, tells the one guy showing an experience.
Man's telling a fan that's asked a genuine question, asking what was that, and now telling him have some respect.
No, but
how about piss off?
Tells obviously he's just backing his manager. He's the one telling Ange, go away, calm down.
Yeah.
Look, it's all good.
That bit was cool, but you just walk away with him.
No, but the thing is what I'm saying about Tell, yeah. What I like is Tell's in England. The players have far too much arrogance to think that they don't need to answer to fans. The players, the club, the ball, everyone on the pitch ignores them. Exactly my point, LB. You're not getting my point if you let me get it out. The thing about Tell, he's used to that environment. Again, in France, in Germany, they answer to the fans. So after a big loss like that, he's gone to go speak to the away fans. I respect that. I like that. He's showing that mentality, the right mentality that you want at your club. But at the same time, right message, wrong messenger. He shouldn't be the player doing it. It should be one of our senior players.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be telling the guy there when he's pushing Ange away. When he pushes Ange away, he should have walked with him. A guy has asked a question after paying his money to watch that game, traveling all the way down to Bournemouth. Yeah, and he's asked a simple question. He went rude. He said, "What was that?" Yeah, and then tells going respect.
No, but the thing is, we know one thing, Lee. It's not even just our manager. All of these managers, yeah, they've all got a certain bit of arrogance about themselves. They feel like they're a bit better than they are. And so, as you can see with him, anytime someone tells something wrong with him, anytime he gets questioned in a press conference that he doesn't like, he sits there and he'll address it. He's a very insecure man. Like I don't rate it about Ange. I don't like how he is in press conferences. And over time, I've started to learn that Ange's just one of these guys that they talk a big game, but he's not really. He ain't got nothing to show for it. And I mean, yesterday, he's not about nothing, man. And yesterday, look, Spurs lost. Like, it's no surprise. Spurs lost away at Fulham. It's what most people expected. I said that we'd draw going into the game because I just thought maybe we might have enough to get it done, but we didn't create anything. Nothing was sticking. The build-up was poor. Team selection, he goes again with a midfield of no creativity, no Bergvall, Maddison, or Kulu in there. Makes no sense. Obviously, Kulu's injured, but you need to put someone in there who's going to make a forward pass. That was missing, and outside of that, like there really wasn't much to the game. Fulham were just better than us. They got to every ball better than us. They broke down our defense. They had the better chances than us, and look, we didn't deserve anything from it. How Ange is continuing to stay in a job is just a question that
I think it's Europa League because the guy's come out with chest and said, "I will win a trophy."
The thing is, LB though, now I see is the perfect opportunity to sack him. We've got an international break. You got 2 weeks to go out there, try find a new manager within the next 10 days. They will have 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, but you know what happen, right? If they sack him now, Angie's going to come out and like he'll do an interview and he'll say, "I was going to win that Europa League."
Oh, well, that's a load of rubbish. He's in the quarterfinal.
No, I know we all know it's a load of rubbish. We all know that. But if he doesn't win the Europa League, then he's failed by his own metrics because he said he was going to win a trophy. And if he doesn't, if you give him the opportunity to win the Europa League and he doesn't win it, he said he will win a trophy this year. If he doesn't, sack him.
You're 100%, but I'm trying to take that and like alleviate all of the if or not. Like, let's just bring in a new manager that's going to be more primed and ready to then take.
I hear you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing. I agree with what you're saying. I'd sack him if it was me. I'd sack him. But like, I think that's what Tottenham and Levy are going to give him the opportunity to win it because he said he was going to win something, and then when he doesn't, then they can say,
"Yep, well, you said it. You see it later." You can't argue with it, can he? Levy is sitting down and saying, "You failed by what you said."
But you know what? I don't agree with this ain't alien to Levy. He sat one of the best managers, Mourinho, a day or two before a final, so he can just put a manager on the chopping block. So why not do it now? Because they bring in another manager. Look, we all kind of know Spurs aren't winning the Europa League anyway, but another manager might give them a better chance. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
and
but on the flip side, you'll have Tottenham fans that if they do sack him and the next manager loses to Frankfurt, they'll say, "Oh, see, we could have should have kept Ange. Yeah, he was doing."
No, but you know why that's a load of rubbish. I won't hear that because
at least it shows they tried.
That's for me. At least we showed that the effort to try and bring something different. Because right now, Ange just about got through it against AZ Alkmaar. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Look,
I watched that game, mate. You were awful, by the way.
You were so bad.
Like clearances off the line against AZ Alkmaar. Like, this
Troy
is crazy.
Parrott.
But this, Troy Parrott. But this is, do you know how bad it is? They got who's the geezer in midfield? Hoop Miners. It's his brother, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his brother. It's his brother.
Yeah. That's how bad you got to be. But like my point with Tottenham is like they should have sacked him weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and they might still be in the cups. They might have still been in the domestic cups.
You know how bad that is? 15 out of 29.
It's even worse because Tottenham's worst in the 2000s, I think, is 14 losses. That was at the end of the season in 08-09, and the season after we won the Carabao Cup. We're now on track probably to get around. I expect Spurs to lose another 3 or 4 more games this season. So we're going to finish around 18 losses, which will be the worst we've had in 30, 40 years. He's statistically the worst manager Tottenham have ever had in the Premier League. He's so bad.
Which is why I find it wild that I still see loads of Spurs fans backing him. I find it absolutely unbelievable.
I've got a show with someone tonight who still backs him. I'm trying to find out and understand how or why you can still be Anjin at this point.
I think they're trolling you, man. They can't be Anjin.
No, he's generally an Anjin fan.
There's a lot of these fans though that just want to do this positivity gimmick. Yeah, the facts don't lie, bro. That stat there is embarrassing. 44 points in his last 38 games. That is actually embarrassing. Yeah, I know I take the piss out of Tottenham all the time. Yeah, but let's be real. They've got everything in place to be a big club. Yeah, apart from the mentality. That's it. Like, you go and get, you think you can get top managers in there. We've seen that with Jose. We've seen that with Conte. Yeah, you can attract players because for some reason, players want to go there. Yeah, so you can attract players. Yes, you don't pay top dollar, but you've got the money if you wanted to. Yeah, I think you've only got 4 players on over 100 grand a week. Yeah, you could easily get a couple of players in there if you paid them double, like top players. Yeah, and then all you need is just the mentality, bro. Yeah, whereas I look in, I just think all well and good having this nice shiny stadium and that, but you don't win nothing, and you don't look like you want to try and win nothing. Your ownership stinks. Yeah, the players are too comfy, just going through the motions, nicking a living, telling the fans to shut up. Yeah, and not just tell. Yeah, but like when Brennan Johnson had a bit of heat on the internet, starts crying about it. Oh, I'm going to deactivate. Well, fuck off then. Yeah, you ain't got the mentality, mate. If you can't take a bit of heat on the internet, then why have an internet? Why have an Insta account? If you can't take that mentally when you're a professional footballer, then sorry, you ain't got the right mentality, mate.
No, the thing is, though, obviously there's a line in it when it's like abuse, it's obviously like
you can set filters on your phone so nobody can DM you, bruv.
Yeah, you could do that, but
but these fans go looking for it because they want the sympathy vote. Yeah, and that's not I'm not condoning people sending fucked up shit to people. However, what I'm saying is, if you really don't want to see it, set your filters to not seeing it.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't open DMs. Yeah, I don't open DMs, bro.
I don't really. I filter mine.
And if you don't follow the person that's sending you a DM, it goes into requests. You have to actively open Insta, scroll to requests, and scroll all the way through them. So they're actively looking for the bad ones so they can get the sympathy vote. Yeah, I'm not buying it, bruv. Yeah, they're not good enough, some of these players. We know that. But at the same time, they're not that shit. Like, real talk, they're not that shit. And they've been underperforming all season because, they're too comfortable, nicking 100 grand a week or 80 grand a week or 50 grand a week. I mean, Son's been a disgrace this season. But it's Son, so he gets a pass every week. Like, it's been crap.
Yeah,
he's not had a pass, man. A lot of the fan base has called him out.
That's been a disaster, man. That do-rag diaries and all of this, do-rag diaries. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny though, Saeed? You know what's funny about this, because as soon as the news come out that he wasn't coming Tottenham, Saeed said, come on the show, talk to me about it. I said, I don't even want him anyway. I don't want him anyway. He's not going to have much of an impact. It's on your channel. We had the show. It was me, you, Howe, Dan, and I said, okay.
If I don't go on your stories now, on your shorts,
No, but that's different. That's a reaction. That's what it's there for. That's a reaction to the news.
Channel, your own channel. You're gassing it up, but then you're saying you came onto my channel and you said, you know what, didn't really want him. When you,
But no, because that was the fact. I said I don't really want him. But once he's here and we got him over the line against Man United, I'm going, yeah, facts. Tell me more, innit?
I'm glad we dodged the bullet. He has been absolutely dead. Yes or no?
George, you mainly played him up top, innit?
Yeah,
I watched all your games.
He was dropped for the last 3 games. This is his first game since maybe Man
He scored
City
1 goal. I think he scored.
One goal. That's what I was saying before, bro.
But he didn't actually have a terrible game yesterday. He was pretty decent. He had a few good moments. But the one thing about him was always going to be was that he's young and he needs time. He needs time to adapt. He needs to play in his position. He's been playing down the middle for the majority of the time, and Ange's been using him like Solanke, which was completely wrong. And then now he got shifted out onto his left. This is the first game he actually started off the left. He looked a bit better. He's getting on the ball. He's trying to be positive. But again, he needs time to adapt. And I don't think that, this second half of the season was never going to be enough time. And that's why I didn't want him. I said I wanted Wissa. I want Mbeumo. I want someone.
I think the biggest problem with your signings are a disgrace. I think the way that you no, I'll be serious, man. I honestly think their signings are an absolute joke. Like, when was the last time that they went out and bought like a legit baller, man? Yeah, they're always trying to get like the Odderberts of this world and that.
Paddy, here we go. Matisse does a 180 U-turn and he ends up back on the right side of North London. He's on his way. Medical will be done today. Transfer deadline day. Breaking news. He rejected Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United to come over to our team. A raw profile of player that we've been missing. A 1v1 specialist. Someone who will slot right into the first team lineup. And boy, oh boy, Spurs have made some improvements. Spurs are looking kind of serious.
He doesn't even believe what he's saying there.
And good move for both clubs. A player that's going to want minutes and a club that needs a player. So hopefully a much needed improvement on Timo Werner and Blowjob Johnson.
Wow.
Again, as you heard there, the floor is in the gutter. I said he's a much needed improvement on who? Timo Werner and Johnson. I never said that he was in the past way. And quite frankly, in that video, I said hopefully.
No. If anyone else did that, you'd be the first person to go and collect those receipts. Yeah, you'd be the first person to go collect. Hey, Don, you were watching Wirescard telling us how Tel's gonna do this and do that. What is you? You want to talk about? Oh yeah, look how much energy you came with. Don't forget as well, because at first he rejected them. Then he did a U-turn and went back. This guy was
That's what I said. I said he done the U-turn. I never gassed him up in that video. I said he said he's 1v1 good.
No, he literally never gassed him up. Are you mad?
His game he is a 1v1 specialist. That is his game. He's a 1v1 player. I never said that he's gonna score loads of goals. I never once said that he was gonna have a match.
He's gonna come.
Let's be real. You guys are watching a 60-second video that I made, which is always going to be.
We need context now, yeah? Context.
No. Again, the people that know do rag diaries. It's energy. It's got to have energy in the video.
So basically, energy means lie.
Oh, it means energy, innit? As the people look.
I hope you have that energy going forward, George. I hope you have that energy going forward, though.
Bro, you've been for 3 months. I haven't had the energy for a long time because
I'll tell you about a player. I'll just tell you about a player. I'm like, okay, I watch this player. This is what they can do. This is what they can do, and that. Yeah, you'll be like, oh, you were gassing him up, or you were actually gassing him up, bro.
I didn't gas him up, bro. No, because Don, you always love to do this thing as, if you watched it, I said, in so many videos, I said he wasn't going to have an amazing impact on Spurs. Like, I literally said, this is just simply, again, and that was the announcement of the signing. I gassed up the signing as the announcement of it, but I didn't gas up what he was going to do for Spurs on the pitch. Let's not do that.
So 1v1 special. You might heard that, yeah? But anyway, let's quickly touch on Man City. You know what, man? You got lucky. That's what I'm going to say. Man City got lucky. If it wasn't for Beleva, and I think they had another chance.
How did he miss that, man? How did he miss?
Another one, Hinshaw should have dragged it across instead of shooting it. Yeah, man. Listen, brother. Yeah, LB, and that's why I'm putting you last.
Man's just rage quit, you know.
Yeah, it's got his show to be fair. But no, honestly, that's why I'm putting you last, LB, because you might have just dead food at the minute, man. I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good ball. You know what I mean? I think a draw was a fair result because, they had chances, but Savio also should have buried 2.
Yeah,
So
true,
you know,
true.
like it's I think a draw was a fair
The
result.
post as well. The post from the thingy
Oh
as well.
shit! Yeah. Facts. So listen, I said before Saturday, I said we need 66 points, to get in that Champions League, and that's 6 wins and a draw. So we got our draw. We need to win 6. Trying our best to win that FA Cup, and then boom, we move on to next season, innit? But yeah, same old man, same shit. Unfortunately, yeah, that's where we are. Like at the end of the day, table don't lie, innit? Like table might lie in like fucking September, October, November. Yeah, you don't lie in March, mate. Yeah, you don't lie in March. And to be honest with you, I'm just stunned that we're 5th. Because like
again, that shows how crap the league is, doesn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Like I it's been bad, innit? You know what I mean? And like we're 5th. I know Newcastle got a game in hand on that, but like, you know, points on the board and shit. Like that's it, man. Like I don't know what to say really, man. It's just crazy. Like we just need so much more in the summer. We need another 300 million spending in the summer, and I think they'll do it. I think they'll spend another 300 million because the club know, innit? The club know that this team is not it, man. You know what I mean, a lot of players need to be moved on. We need a fresh approach, and yeah, the good thing about me with my club is I can't trust my board to sort this out. Yeah, they made a mistake in the summer. They've accepted that. Move on, innit? They started it in January. I think the signings in January will get us Champions League.
Hold on, Obi. Just on that, can you really trust your board to do that, though, bro? Because your recruitment the past 2 seasons, I'd say, has been poor, bro. Right? You got rid of Mahrez. Obviously, he wanted to go or whatever. Yeah. Gundogan left as well. But after that, bro, it's not been good. Like Doku, you've brought in Doku, who's still a youngish player. The other day, Lee, was he 23 in it? 23. He's still learning his trade. He's still learning his trade.
He's not learning his trade. He's 20. He's 6 years older than Lamine Yamal. Let's not do this.
Okay, all right. Okay, Lee. Let me finish what I was saying. Right, the other day in the game, to be fair to him, he was taking man on, but again, the end product was just poor in it. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Savinho's another one who, for me, I think with age can get better in terms of the finishing.
I think Savinho will be a baller. Give him a year or two.
Once he gets the finishing on lock, he'll be amazing because he gets in good positions. But his finishing is so timid, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This is his right foot as well. Right foot. This is a bit more.
So right now, smack the ball, man. I don't know why. Like, just fucking put your foot through it, man. That's what I say. Listen, mate. Don't worry about finishing. Don't worry about nothing. The next time you go for a goal, power. Just fucking smack it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we'll work on the technique. Just like smack the ball, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
so
what are we saying?
You've made some mistakes recently, bro. So like, do you really trust your board here to rectify them, man?
Yeah.
I haven't really been impressed with City's recruitment.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the difference is. Yeah, all those mistakes were made when we was on top, and when you're on top, I think you get a bit complacent. You know, people do this in life, not just football. Yeah, people are like at the top of their game, the top of their work, and they just keep winning. They keep winning. They keep getting the results. And what they did to get there, which was what City did, was buy sick players, buy Haaland, buy the Mahrez, is they sort of like they get a bit complacent. And over the last couple of years, we've been a bit complacent. And at the end of the day, what will happen is you'll end up dropping off, and that's what's happened. And I think what's gone on now is I think there's been a realization that no, we've been complacent. They spent 175 million in. They got Marmouche, good signs from him.
Very good goal, by the way.
Nico G is playing as a 6. He ain't actually a 6. He's more of like get forward. But what we need him to do is just fill in and do a job. He's doing that. That's fine. You got the 2 younger centre backs in, and then you'll go and get a new centre back in the summer, like a real fucking like leader or whatever, and they'll sort it out in the summer. Mate, we'll do 300 million this summer. We'll do 300 million. If we bust case,
let me ask you this: if it's up to you right now, who would you bring in to go and win the league?
I bring in a goalkeeper, 2 right backs, a centre back, an all-round midfielder, a creative midfielder, and a winger.
Have you got any names for the people?
The goalkeeper is probably going to be the Chevalier or Costa goalkeeper. No, I don't want Costa, but I'm saying it's probably going to be him or Chevalier. Yeah, I don't want Costa.
That's the French guy.
Lille, yeah. Back, I'd go and get Aina on a free and go and get Frimpong. 2 completely different type of fullbacks. Centre back.
Frimpong's not a right back.
No. But when we dominate possession, you're just pushing forward, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but you're gonna have problems. I can see you already. Why can't he defend? You know what I mean? You'll be complaining.
No, but then you get Aina for like if you want to be more solid. You're playing a top team. You play Aina, chilling, and he's a free centre back. I like Mark Guay. I like Branthwaite, 6'5" beast. We're gonna get one of them and homegrown. Both of them. We might need homegrown players. I do everything possible to get Bruno G out of Newcastle. I know it's going to be tough because he loves it up there. That's going to do everything, and I go and get Wirtz, and then My dream winger would be Rodrigo, man. Again, I know that's going to get him out of Real Madrid, but he's a cold baller. Like, that's what I'd do, man.
He's not going to go LB, yeah, but would you take Brahim Diaz? Oh, no, because I don't think Rodrigo's going anywhere.
You know what? Yeah, I probably would take Brahim Diaz, yeah. I probably would, bro.
Hold on.
Through your academy.
How about replacement for...
We got it from Malaga.
How about replacement for KDB, away from Verts? Because it looks like he might be going Bayern.
Well, the problem is, we need...
Madrid,
this is why I've said for years, and again, like, it's a bit annoying that the club haven't done this. I said for years, get the KDB replacement in the year before he leaves. Yeah, because now he's going to go in the summer. I don't think he's going to stay. And then the new guy's going to come in. He's going to be under pressure from day one.
Yeah, true.
You just have to try and get the best that you can get. You know, like there's not going to be a KDB on the market. We know there's no KDB on the market. If you can't get Virts, you have to get the next best. That's all you can do. For me, I always say this, right? And I know some people might get bored of it, but for me, it's all about intent. If the club try their best to get the best player and the player turns us down, fair dues. Like, not every player is going to want to join you. So try and get Virts. If you can't get Virts, go and get the next best. If you can't get him, go and get the next best. That's not a controversial take, man.
You know who I was saying for you lot to get? I think it was even last year, right? I said the Morgan Gibbs-White would be a good signing for you guys when it comes to creativity. Right? They
don't play with transition though, man. With Gibbs-White, they play with a lot of transition, bro. Like, I don't know.
But you still need that profile though.
Tight spaces though.
Their midfield, yeah. Like, who have they really got that really sort of runs through their midfield, bro? Because if you look at teams like Villa, they've got a Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Villa.
They don't play like that. They don't play like control.
Yeah, but bro, he can create. He can create good chances. You know what I'm saying? And he's got a lot of energy as well. So. I think
if we got Gibbs-White, he'd be my bit more of an all-rounder. I still want like a more out-and-out creator, because when you're playing against these low blocks every week, you need to have players that can like break these teams down.
Yeah,
but you know what it is with Gibbs-White as well. Yeah, Gibbs-White hasn't got that killer ball. He's very good. Gibbs-White's very good, but he ain't got that killer ball. He ain't got a splitting ball. Like,
I'd have him like playing next to a Virts.
Yeah. What it is, he's not like an Enzo Fernandez, right? But he can definitely create, bro. Like, Morgan Gibbs-White is good on the ball, bro. In terms of creativity, that guy can create chances.
Well, the biggest myth in football is like what people say, oh, you can't have two creators and only have one DM. We played with Rodri, David Silva, and KDB, mate. What are you talking about? Of course you can. If you've got a solid six who knows what they're doing and can handle that situation, you can play with two attackers. And that's when we were some of our best football. Because all these teams come, they park the bus like they probably do at Arsenal, like they do at
they will.
And you need creators. You know what I mean? We've not got it, man. But yeah, do me 300 million quid. Do me 300 million quid in the summer. Go and get me Florian Wirtz. There's been some positive news on that. Go and get me a winger. Go and get me some defenders, new goalkeeper. We go again.
Echeverry,
yeah, man.
Mate. Messi.
He's class as well. We'll see.
Oh, let's see, man. Hey, last couple of super chats. Big up the panel. Chelsea are finished. The quad turned into unicycle. Mamouche, a proper player, ball, and more goals coming. Yo, you know what? Mamouche is, bro. That strike from Mamouche.
Saeed, you know, Savinho, he needs to watch him. That's how you strike a ball, bruv, right?
This guy, Mamouche, baller. He's a baller, man.
You know what I mean? And that member as well. Let me reply to that as well. Say, look at Don sliding Enzo Fernandez into the conversation. Bro, there isn't a single midfielder in the Prem that has created more chances in open play than Enzo Fernandez, right? Whether you like it or not, he knows how to create. These low blocks. Bro, good chances, bro. Very good chances, in fact, right? Very good chances. If Enzo played for City, if Enzo played for City under Pep, this guy will be chefing, bro. He'll be chefing.
Okay, guys.
There's a reason you don't.
Yeah, because we bought him. That's why.
Don't call him Timo Werner. He's not Timo Pukki. That's crazy. But yo, guys, we're gonna wrap up here, man. What a show, guys. Let's get to 1,000 likes, man. We're not even 1,000 likes yet, which is not far off. 919. Guys, when you leave, just hit the like button, man. It's been an amazing show. We get to cook Liverpool, you know what I mean, and whatnot. Shamelessly, you know, it is what it is. Don, man, what you got coming up, bro? Let them know, man. Big up
the chat, man. Big up the chat. It's been a good show, man. See, big up LB, big up Lee, big up Saeed, big up Roms, big up Jules every time. Blue Diaries, people, look out for that one. We might be going live today. If not, then tomorrow. I'm going to be on Rance's show later as well. 5:30, me and Rance. We're going to be speaking about the weekend and whatnot, breaking it down a little bit more, people. But yeah, look out for that one, man. And I released my review yesterday as well, people. So
Yeah.
watch one as well, man. Big up.
Yeah, Halimi says Savio 88, man. There you go. Lee, what you got coming up, man? You got a podcast tonight?
Yeah, man. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. That's it. There's no footy today, so no watch along. I can relax.
Yo, you know what? Though Brazil versus Argentina, you man doing that game.
When's that?
Yo, actually, Lee, I got to call you out on that, mate. There's a La Liga 2 Castellon versus Deportivo La Coruña on at 7:30 p.m.
I might actually do that. Actually, I'm not even taking the piss. And I'm actually going to this Saturday coming. I'm actually going to a La Liga 2 game, Elche.
Elche.
I'm going to meet Anfield Agenda, Craig. I'm going to stay up there for a couple of nights. So he's been kind enough to buy me a ticket. So we're going to go and watch a game together, which should be good. I think they're top of the league as well. So
get shares in there, man. Buy that club, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, their stadium's nice, man. It looks like Betis. It looks like Betis Stadium. Yeah. It's a nicer version. Wow. Betis one's falling down, but yeah, only that, man. Yeah, I might do that La Liga 2 game.
Yeah, why not?
Because I can actually get that on the zone, I think. So I might actually do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Cheers, LB. Big up, mate.
It's all right, bro.
Big up to the panel. Big up to the chat.
Yeah. And big up to you, man. LB, man. What you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, I did my stream at 11, innit? Already done that one, man. Just chatting shit, basically.
Is it gonna happen on this week? Is it gonna happen in the news though? Like the actual?
Well, they said in it. They said like March is around the time they're going to do it, and it would make sense for the Premier League to drop the 115 news in the international break, so that people got time to digest it before going straight into it. So, yeah, I reckon it probably is. I reckon it's going to be this week, man.
Yeah. There you go. And listen, United talk, bro. We beat 3-0 Leicester, and bro, they're shitting it. Let's be honest, man. I ain't gonna be shitting with some of that. Shout out to Garnacho, shout out to Bruno and them, man. But yeah, listen, we're gonna carry on that one, man. But yeah, guys, I'll be back
very quickly. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I've just looked at this league table for the second division of Spain. They're from top down to 7th is 6 points.
Wow.
Yo, I'm definitely doing that game. Here's LB, man.
Yeah, there you go. So, guys, make sure you tune into League On. I'll be back later on if you want extensive talk about that game and obviously other news about United. Make sure you tune in at 5:30 p.m. We'll see you there. Boom.
Yeah.